Welcome everyone to the semifinals of the tour of this 2021 Champions League. And today we have two groups solid in the semifinals with the route you can see on the screen. With the first stage, the flat stage where riders will have to climb twice Willunga Hill before ending in a flat finish. We think this will be a mass sprint anyway.
So
then we have a team trial where some gaps will be produced between the players before the two big mountain stages. First one stage in Switzerland, several big climbs that with a stage ending in Nürnberg, and the fourth stage being a stage in France with some of the usual climbs like Col de Tourmalet, Pen and Peyresour in this race, where
Group A has started. Good evening to all. I am the big dog. Today we have Bifiti and Carlos and fan favorite Frabo. Welcome everyone
Hi
to
guys.
the semifinals of the tour.
Hello everyone. We also have as motors of the race Emea and Finn as usual, and we will watch these two groups that started at slightly different times, so we can watch the best part of the race of both. So I think we have two groups that are in theory not that equilibrated, because on Group B some reserves entered and maybe lowered a bit the level, but still there are many good players in both groups, and certainly good players that are going out and not participating in the final. So we have three people today, I have to say, with options of getting to the three finals. We are talking about the Brits Swagson 73 and Joe Whiteley, and we are talking also about Alapere. So, do you think the three of them will make the three finals, Frabo?
Okay, I think Alepere 100%. And Joe, I don't know. And the third who is?
Jackson.
Swagson. Swagson, I think one between Swagson and Joe will pass.
Okay, that is a bold prediction by Frabo, predicting that one of the Brits go out. What about you, the big dog?
I am 99% sure, because you can never be 100% sure in competition, that the three-man will pass. I think Swagson has a good chance given the changes on his group. I think Joe and Pere will pass both, but they have a tougher life where they will a more balanced group. So a surprise might come from there, but I have confidence that Swagson should.
Let me just tell you that Alepere just won the intermediate sprint, with Joe taking P2 and P3 in the intermediate sprint of the group. Carlos, what about you? What do you think will happen?
in which group? Well,
the three people.
Well, I think Alapere will go through kind of easily. I mean, I don't have any doubts that he will. I'm not sure if he will dominate his group, but in my opinion, it's impossible he's out of this.
It's impossible at this level dominating.
So you think that? And what about the Brits?
Well,
okay, wait, and now we have to. Raul trying to win the sprint with his 83.
But it's going to be for Ghosty.
Ghosty.
Ghosty takes it.
Second.
How many points for the winner of the
is the Italian Alvisi?
No, the Italian is Davi, I think.
Davi was second place.
No, Dennis was
Davi and Alvisi in the other group.
Yes, Alvisi in the other group indeed.
And the Nacho takes P3. Interesting. So Carlos, go on with the Brits. Sorry for interruption.
So far they've played great in the tournament. I have no reason to think they won't continue to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I think Swagson has even a better chance to pass this round than Joe. After all, Joe's group is kind of difficult. I mean, he has Alepere, Davi. It won't be easy for him. And Stockton Group had some dropouts, including former world champion Jose Pereira,
Yes,
who
certainly that
initially
is.
was in this group, but he couldn't play today, so we got other players instead that obviously can be compared to his level.
I certainly agree, but the big one of the big disappointments of this tournament so far was Jose Pereira. Jose Pereira got zero finals. Of course, he did it because today he was not playing, but in the other two events he also was out. What do you think happened with him, Carlos?
Well, in classics, the tiniest of mistakes in a sprint can put you out of the round. So even if you are a great player, classics, I'm not random, but uh, a mistake is probably more heavily penalized, especially
Hmm.
if the mistake is in the final kilometers. And
Yes.
in inline, I played in his group, and he was very. I mean, it didn't look like it was Jose playing.
For me,
So yesterday he went out in inline, but his performance was bad,
Hmm.
especially in the mountain states. I mean, sometimes he looked like he was not paying attention to the race because in the big climb of the day he got dropped by like 2 minutes and then picked up the pace again. So probably he wasn't looking at that group at that moment, and that may have cost in the classification. And then because all the points he lost in that stage,
Yes.
you can't recover them unless you do a fantastic final stage. And with
Hmm.
all the pressure, it's very difficult to not because he didn't only have to deliver himself, but wait for others to fail.
Yes. Give me just a moment, Frabo, before your intervention. As Ghosty dropped from the front group, the peloton is together, but Ghost is on the back. I think he's a bit behind. Yes, it is. That there goes Buchmann, the 83 Mountain, also the 80 Mountain,
Well, this
and they have
yeah.
oh my God,
almost 2 minutes. Almost 2 minutes. What a
Yes, we
yes.
disadvantage.
we we had a split in the complete peloton from the start on because Raul and Swaxon tries to go with the 82 Mountain in the break. So we had to split the peloton with some guys in with normal riders. They are normally in break, and they with their leaders. Ghosty tried to follow the break, and before 5 kilometers, everything runs
And
to the.
the problem is
Ghosty
he
Yeah,
got
probably
dropped.
needs to do something
and
quick,
now he's
otherwise
dropped.
he's
I
One
don't see
important
why
very
thing,
he.
back. I,
he
I
got dropped
I don't know
before the
why he
sprint.
hasn't
We
stopped
have the
his full team
intermediate
yet.
sprint about to happen in the other group. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
What is
Uh,
happening?
We have the
Yep,
intermediate
I'm
sprint
moving
group.
to the sprint. Alepere will lead.
Alepere sprinting with Joe.
I
There's
think
Dennis.
Alepero will
Well,
take
Alepere
Alepere
taking
P1.
bonus
one,
seconds
two,
with Bilbao. This is very
Yeah,
important.
did the second
and
with
I
the
don't.
Albis
83.
takes
I
third.
can't understand why no one else is sprinting for that because Alepere just took two free bonus seconds with
I
Bilbao.
think he had
And
good timing.
even more important than those two bonus seconds is that Bilbao, the climber, is taking a lot of points in the mid sprint, and basically
Of
they
course,
are
a lot of points.
giving him a free win in this classification as long
Exactly.
as he plays normal in the rest of the round.
I think
Yeah.
Alepere just showed his. I'm gonna actually watching the replay right now, but I believe he had a great timing. Joe tried to follow up and sprint with him, but just left at the right moment and did a great sprint.
Carlos, what do you think is better the strategy of Raul doing an alone sprint with the 83 or the strategy of Alepere putting the
Well,
83 in a wheel?
what is strategy of overall?
To
Going
watch
only with
now.
the 83 sprint guy. Raul sprinted with the 83 only and took the points.
And Alepere with the 83 behind the 77 sprint.
Oh, I didn't watch the sprint on the group of Raul. So Raul took the points or what?
Yes.
Let us see. Let us see. No, it's points for Ghosty, if I'm not wrong.
Wait. Let me check.
Yes, Ghosty takes the points.
Oh, maybe talking about something before the sprint. I don't know what was Bravo saying. Yeah.
Because we see Alepere
But
did, for me, Alepere
Ghosty is
did a
just
better move
tanking
because
the GC because
Yeah,
I don't
Ghost's
understand what.
GC is pretty much over at this point. He's not
Yeah,
going
but
to return.
I can understand why he hasn't even tried to
Yeah,
come back.
yeah.
I mean,
I
if
don't
I
know why
were
he
him,
didn't
I
send
would
the rest.
drop the full team
Yeah,
and
yeah.
maybe just leave the sprinter ahead, just in case you don't make it and have a chance to fight for the stage win.
Yes,
I
I
don't
agree.
understand why he hasn't stopped
can we
the
see
rest of the team.
Ghosty behind?
Finn, make me a favor. No, Ghost is completely out. Make me a favor and close the stream and open it again with more quality if you can, because it's really going low for us. So we go on EMEA's group and then we come back as soon as Finn has a better image. Please, yes, I think
Yeah,
now
now
it's
a better definition.
yes, now it's better definition. Sorry, but Finn sometimes has the problems with camera.
Now, currently, as you're seeing, Group B is going a little bit calm after the second sprint, as they're about to do the first pass on Willunga Hill.
Ghosty says people decided to distance me. That's what's up. Ghosty, I think, did a clear mistake there, and he will pay for it. His elimination sounds really
We
probable.
weren't watching when he was dropped, but
Yes.
at this point, it looks like no one is trying to pace in the advance, which seems interesting.
Yeah, but he decided to even announce it, I think,
But anyway,
to
he's not doing it, right?
follow.
Anyway, if he wanted to come back to the match, he would already have. I mean, either that or he will have no riders at all.
Okay, first passage on Willunga Hill in Group B. Tuanu in the front right now, is trying to set some pace. We have.
By the way, but just
What? Sorry.
that EMEA is streaming is Group A, not Group B.
Yeah. MS streaming group A. It's
They
right.
MS group and
Yes,
Finn's
I'm
group.
talking about Group B here. We have the group with Joe Whiteley.
No, that's
why I'm saying that
MS
this is
streaming.
Group A.
Oh,
No,
sorry,
attacking.
my mistake.
Yeah. Toinu is going hard for the points. There he goes. A 3-man attack. He's trying his hard. Now goes Pinot for the points of the mountain.
No,
Maybe
Pinot.
I think Pinot will take it.
I think Pinot.
No,
No!
it's Joe
What an
Whiteley
error!
who takes it. Matteo takes
From
P2.
Joe Whiteley takes
Well,
it,
I
and
mean,
Matteo steals P2 as well.
There are a lot of points in this climb because well,
We're
this is a
also
state of 2
about
round under
to see
in real life, and
Yeah, it's a 1-2 for Joe Whiteley. 1-2 for Joe Whiteley here with P3 taken by Matteo Alvisi. So it's actually a very good result for Joe. He's already taking a lot of points. He's playing this like inline. He's
as
taking
Willunga Hill starts on Group B as well, with Raul taking the front with 3 riders. What a shock! 2 now with Ghosty.
Ghosty knows he needs the mountain.
Well, maybe Ghosty just. I mean, Ghosty has a chance to pass, but he needs to be like incredibly aggressive on the mountain stages, basically winning both and points.
Yeah, he needs
and
stage
a lot
wins,
of stages.
secondary classifications, everything he can
if
get.
If he's going to be ace in GC, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, 100% sure.
I think it took P2 while Raul took P1 and P3, and then P4 and P5 to Swaxen.
I can confirm this via the replay as I'm watching the stream also in delay. And yes, Raul takes P1 and P3, and Ghosty takes P2 with China.
So I think we should go again. Group. We are approaching the second Willunga Pass, and only 9 kilometers to go to Willunga Hill, and we see Matteo Alvisi very well positioned on the front of the group. We also see Jakub in the right side, Toinu in the left side, and the other Italian, that is Davi, on the right side too. So
it was interesting that for a moment I thought I saw Jai's a little bit isolated there, but his riders are now grouping back.
Yes. What is in this type of climbs, Aquarius? Is it very important to enter the climb first?
I want to fight for the comms. Yes, you can be in the back part of the group, but if you don't go for the com, it's kind of irrelevant where you go in this climb. I mean, just you try to protect your sprinter if you have one, or whatever. But for example, I
Okay.
mean, if you look, Aleperi is in a bad position right now, but looks to be trying
I think
to gain some places. But I don't think he can fight for the comp right now.
Yeah, a good
I
position.
think
Sorry, Yeski?
yeah, Benyong is taking a very good position with 1.5 kilometers to go, but I don't think
oh, he's
it's
dying, he's
quite the
dying.
point.
What the fuck
One
is doing?
21.
He's
He's
Why?
zeroed his rider, don't worry.
is zero this rider and go
So
Joe.
Italy goes for it.
Why are we watching Davi?
EMEA is watching Davi. What a surprise!
What
And
a shock. And it's for Cummings.
it's going to be
Fruit.
1-2 for
Another
Joe
1-2
Whiteley
for Joe.
again.
Incredible.
Another one, too. The domination. Joe Whiteley starts with everything in this first
Well,
stage.
I mean, while this is a lot of points, it's important to recall that there are a lot of points.
Yes,
You
and
know, for there are like 4 horse category climbs in the race, so that's a lot of points that can be won by others.
yeah.
That even
I
if
mean,
these are
when it comes to
category
secondary
1 climbs,
classifications, when it comes to secondary classifications, first stage won't be decisive at all, so to speak.
yeah,
So
you usually won't. But in this stage, Joe has just won 30 points.
yeah, in this case,
I mean,
it definitely can become very important.
Well,
Oh,
look at that
Davi,
attack from
Davi,
Davi.
Davi attacking, and I think he
This is
has the
very
Yes,
energy
threatening.
but
to
in the
continue
other
the
group,
attack.
in the other group, we are just approaching the top of Willunga Hill with Ghosty on the front. Ivar just take his P2 right now. Let us see what happened there. Ghost is going for the points. He knows he needs it, but Swaxen is not going to make it easy for him.
In
And we
another
have an
group,
attack by
Davi, 20,
Raul.
25 seconds for Davi.
Raul or Ghosty or Raul. I think it's
I think
Raul.
Raul.
It's close. It's
think
very
Raul.
close. Let me
Yeah,
check.
No,
it's
Ghosty.
Ghosty. It's
Let's
Ghosty.
continue to see Davi. Davi,
Yes,
no, I think Lepere will catch him. No, it's mission
Perry is
impossible for Davi.
chasing, indeed. We are in the final kilometers. The sprint is about to go. So
12K to go.
this attack is
Well, it
doomed.
was a nice try by Davi, but it's very difficult when there are some players that are very focused on the race.
Yes, Alepere
So-
is certainly one of those players. And there goes Alvisi on the front of the group. I don't know what he's doing. Jais has a very good train.
Alepere,
Oh,
Alepere
Rick,
very well
Joe
positioned.
is a little bit behind there. Let's see if he can recover the
For the
position.
time, right?
There goes Joe.
I
There
don't know if
goes
it was
Joe.
too early. Let's see if he can control it. I
Oh
don't
no,
think
Joe,
so.
Joe.
We
I
have
think Joe lost it.
Alepere. Oh no,
Oh
no,
my
no,
God.
no!
Where's Alvisi?
Matteo!
Amazing!
Incredible!
Well, and Bilbao just definitely has won the points standings.
Yes.
Out of nowhere,
Third
Matteo
place for
Alvisi
Bilbao,
steals
bonus
it.
seconds, a lot of points. So while Alvisi has won the stakes, the big winner is
Alvisi.
Alepere.
Alvisi
Yes.
came with the double
Absolutely.
of speed.
Let,
Oh my
let
God.
let us move to the other group really quick. We will comment the results as soon as we finish the other group. As we are getting to the last 7 kilometers with Mendes on the front. Let me say that Alaper really played well for the mountain. He is quite clearly the great winner, besides Matteo, that of course won the stage. But here we have a lot of emotion too, as Raul goes in the left
No,
side.
Raul is too long for me. Too long, Raul is sprinting.
Swagson is going from the left side. We have the right side with Mendes.
Mendes and Nacho.
Yes.
Mendes and Nacho for the right side, and in the center now is Dennis. Let us see. Is Mendes on the front? Yes, he is.
Trains for this to work for someone.
Oh,
Well, look
they're launching.
Nacho. What the fuck?
What is Nacho doing? What
It
is
is too
Nacho?
soon.
Nacho, very well positioned.
It's too soon.
Nacho.
Nacho has a very good position. But
It's
the win
Raul.
will
So
be
Raul,
for
Raul, incredible.
Raul takes
Ahead
the
of
win.
Sagdemeyer and
Grande Raul.
second and third place for Mendes with Mendes. I think the climber is
Yeah,
Soler. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
climber
if
is
it's
Soler. I think Mendes took a mistake there. He should have sprinted more with Soler, but he takes P3 and P4.
Well, I
That's
mean,
a lot of points.
maybe like two bonus seconds might not be very important. After
Okay.
all,
I think it's 4 bonus seconds.
Okay, we have some time
no,
for to talk about the results
bonus
here.
seconds in the finish are 6, 4, and 2.
Yes. Okay, thank you. We have a bit of time to talk about the results then. So, the big dog, your analysis first.
I mean, it was two very messy sprints, distinctive ones, but in part very similar. Bad positioning from a few people. Surprised that the Brits did not get the best positioning. Both went on the left side in the different groups and still managed to lose that positioning. Joe Whiteley still tried to correct it, launching in a bad place. Ended up not paying out. Swaxon still managed top 5 or 6. I think Ale Perry did a good sprint. Alvisi ended up having the speed, managed to secure an important win right now. With the secondaries,
How
Ale
was
Perry,
the gap to Ghosty?
Alvisi, and Joe have a stance to say right now. Group B was a bit more surpriseful, to be honest. Let's see what Raul can do.
So that is a very, very interesting stage on that group, and also in the other. Carlos, you said, and probably correct, that the winner of the day is Alapere, and I actually agree so far. But also Matteo Alvisi did a very, very good sprint.
I think Alvisi stole it, so he.
Alvisi won
won
the
with the
stage.
sprinter.
Yes,
I mean,
he stole it, so to speak. I mean, out of nowhere with a lot of speed. That was a good move. I think that was a big win for him.
That was an amazing sprint by Matteo Alvisi. He came from behind. He was not really well positioned, and he just took the right air and just
timed it well. Yes.
Finn, yes, restart your stream, please. People are complaining. We have just a short moment about to comment what people are commenting in the chat. And we have Stino saying hi, PCM NCL always saying hi. Hello, guys from NCL. We have
PCM NCL, we love you all.
We have Hubi here supporting Ghosty. Hello for you too, Hubi. Mir Rivera say Gifiti es el puto Ares. Okay, he's comparing me with bad commentarists. So fuck you, Mir Rivera. And we can go with the team time trial, right, Carlos?
What?
Team time trial is now starting, right?
Well, in Group A, I don't know what happened with Emea. He seemed to have crashed or whatever, or I can't tell. But we are watching Group B, where they have just started.
We're watching Group B right now, yes.
Yes, we are watching Ivar and Ghosty already on the road.
In the first stage. So, well, that's probably even 8th place is it's going to be very difficult for Ghosty in GC, but he needs to get the points from the stage results from the climber and that stuff.
Yes, I understand what you are saying. So we start the time trial, and Mendes, I think, is the last one. How long is this time trial?
23 kilometers.
23 kilometers. So it's not a very long one, but could make some differences, right?
So
very big difference.
To hear a little bit about Frabo, what would you do if you were Ghosty right now? That's an important thing going on.
F4, very simple.
Okay, what do we expect from this time trial?
Okay, I think he will try in this. I think this time trial will be very important because the difference, there will be very big difference for me because there are a lot of different interpretation of the different tactics and because it's not very simple.
Finn, let me say something really quick, Frabo. Finn, you will need to close the transmission again after the stage, but now tell us the results because we can't see it properly.
Current standings, we have Ghosty, 1 second away is Ivar, and Nacho in third. Finn, please take it. Okay.
Yes, Ghosty before Ivar, then Nacho, then Swaxon, TCM. Spain 1 is, I think, Raul, Dennis, and Spain 2 is David.
Yes, so Ghosty is crossing the finish line now, and he did the first one, of course, because it's the first one. Now it's Ivar going Let us see.
It's gonna be the-
Share, please pin to the chrono
Oh,
2.
second. Currently
Oh, very
second.
good.
8
Very
seconds.
good for
Eight-
Ghost.
For now,
8 seconds
ahead
behind.
of
Let's
Ivar.
come out.
There goes Nacho, and
2
second place
seconds.
too.
8 seconds too.
Yes.
Watson,
Dropping
what
a
an
fast
error for
rider.
Watson.
Big problem,
Oh,
big
Lost a
problem.
man.
Oh, mistake for
Big
Swagger.
problem.
Let's see how much it costs him.
I can't
Oh,
see
how
how
much?
much he lost.
Oh, that's
Well,
big.
it's like 30 seconds, I think. Well,
Ben, how much, please?
Raul
21
also has
seconds on
4 riders,
21
so
seconds.
what?
21 seconds on Ghosty.
Well, Raul
Also,
messing
Raul
up big
doing
time. Raul messing
error.
it big time, but it still takes fourth place 16 seconds if I'm not blind. Well, or
Dennis
Well,
takes
And
P1.
he's incredible.
and
Oh,
Oli Mendes
PCM
left to
did
finish.
have
I don't think he wins
Yeah,
the stage,
failed
but
as well.
well, there goes that rider.
Oh, Raul didn't. Oh, terrible ending for Sun that pushed it too hard. So
Yeah, that's what
Dennis,
man.
Dennis definitely took an easy win here.
So easy win by Dennis, 8 seconds ahead of Ghosty, who is out of the general classification. So puts only 10 seconds on Nacho. Nacho is in a very good position for fighting for the general classification. Ivar is just behind with the same time, and then the two Spanishes, and far away now it's TCM and Swaxon. What a mistake by Swaxon. This is the kind of mistakes that can cost him the final.
Definitely.
This is the kind of mistake that some new black geek can do, but not Swaxon.
Gabi,
Sorry if I can interrupt just for a second. Waxon, knowing, I think he was bronze in TTT in the last World Championships. He knows very well how to do it. It's just sometimes he likes to take it too far, risk it too much. It might have been the case, and it cost him.
I think he didn't write. Only thing to explain it.
so
Good.
we have a kind of a problem in EMEA's group, as EMEA entered out of control, and we have no streamer. God, okay, that's quite annoying. Let us see what we can do. Okay, in the group, Gabi just asked what happened to Ghosty. Ghosty lost a lot of time with his leader on the first stage. That was yes.
He decided to. He lost on purpose a lot of
Yes. Please make me a favor, Finn. Close the stream again and try to put it again, and try to upgrade the quality when you create the stream.
time. He can.
You have an option when you stream. You have an option that says 720 or 360. Try to put the highest you can.
I have. It is on 1080. I have.
You have 1080.
Yes, I have it already.
No, 1080. I think is too high.
So yeah, put 720 then. Close it.
720 would be good for us.
So we currently have no information of EMEA's group. That's going to come.
The EMEA is trying to fix the database, so his rider is back in.
That is quite a surprise. EMEA doing
They are enforced to restart.
EMEA doing.
I mean, in theory, if it doesn't work, they could start the tour from stage 2, and just at the end, I'll add the bonus second that the riders took in the first stage.
That would be for the best, so we could actually broadcast it.
Yes, certainly.
But from previous experience, in theory, that should work. Putting the rider back into the database.
Okay, Swaxon said he misclicked and Tao didn't maintain position. He realized way too late, and people are putting sad reactions on the chat. Hush and Miro Rivera are really sad by what happened to Swaxon. This is a very, very important mistake. Terrible.
Let's be honest. We've all been there. We've all done that mistake.
Finn, can you put us the GC places? Because we didn't get a proper view before. Okay, so Dennis leads the GC with 11 seconds, actually, over Nacho. So Nibali against Sepulveda in this case.
Yes.
Then Ivar is 17 seconds behind. If you can go down, Finn. Okay. Ivar is 17 seconds behind with Tobias Foss. who is the 83 climber.
Yes.
Raul is 22 seconds behind with Bilbao. Mendes 25 seconds behind. The cycling manager 27 seconds behind. Swaxon 28. Oh, I think it's 28. If he can continue to go down, please. Yeah. Swaxon 28 seconds, and well, the Gosti 18 minutes behind.
Yes.
So even if that was a big time loss, I mean, it's not the end of the world for Swaxon, and 30 seconds in these states can be very easily taken back.
Yes, they can. Finn is really, I think it's your PC that cannot render it really well for us, but it's not a big problem. Ghosty will take more mountain points as we expected from him.
Basically, Ghosty has to be very aggressive right now and try to win calm by any means. I mean, Raul
he took P1 and P2.
Yeah, Raul is putting Raiders up front, so this could be an interesting move.
Yes, Ghosty takes P1 and
P2. Category climb could see some attacks from players.
Yes. We see now that Ghosty dropped from the front group.
In this initial climb. But I don't think people want to go all in with the 83 climber from so far out.
I don't think so, but I think maybe Ghosty wants. We can see that maybe Ghosty tries to go on the break with the 83 mountain and win the stage. Maybe it's the best move he can do right now. But I don't know if the peloton will let him. But if they do,
I don't think they should let him anyway. I mean, even if he's out of GC, if they just let him win the stages, win the points standings, I mean, he's going to go through. So
yes,
I think definitely he's one of those guys that having had a bad race situation, even for those that have a bad time trial, these guys will have to attack. Ghosty is the main person that has to attack, but what he will do with it and what room the peloton will give him.
Ghosty won't win anything from GC, so he's at best he's gonna finish 8th.
Yeah, that's what he needs. So, but let's see if he can get it, which is will be the hardest part.
I mean, what I mean is compared to someone like Swaxon, who in his situation needs to do something to climb back those positions in GC, Ghosty can't do that. So he could just be trying to be benefited by race situations and without the need to work for GC results or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Let me just tell you something really, really quick. We have the group of MA now starting the team time trial as we are, as the team of MA is back on the game.
There.
What a surprise.
They were able to fix the problems, so that's
MA always the man able to fix the situation. Thank you for that.
And we have, thank you, Emir, for saving everyone's ass. No, you literally did the mistake yourself.
Yes, exactly.
Makes no sense.
What kind of
thank
host?
Thank you, Emir, for saving us from Emir.
Insert, please, the meme of Obama. Giving the medal to himself. Okay, there goes Jakub. Jakub is certainly strong in team time trials. We know that. We are.
Screen is coming. Menes is attacking with Della Parte, who is a ruler, if I'm not mistaken. And so I assume that's his sprinter.
Yes, yep. Guerrero is the 77 sprinter.
But the gap is very low. There goes Raul.
Going hard for the intermediate, I think.
Also Raul
obviously this is all for the intermediate sprint, but there goes. That was who was with ahead of Telugi? I couldn't. Yeah, but this is an interesting fight because with 2 intermediate sprints in the flat stage plus the stage result, the sprinters have a big chance to win this jersey despite all the mountain stages. Wow, that's a big mess by road. So first place for Peluki, second place for Ackerman. That was clear.
Yeah. Oh,
well, even Ackerman, that says Peluki watching the 5th tag, and you'll see that it will say Matteo Bellucci has won the sprint. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Meanwhile, in the team time trial, we have a
that
benchmark
screen is
time.
always booked. So
Jakob is currently leading. Differences go as far as 12 seconds for Joe Whiteley, so still too early to tell who's going to be the big winner and the big loser here.
My money was on Jakub, and there he goes. He's trying hard, and he has a 4-second advantage over Toinu and a 12-second advantage over all the other guys.
Yes, it's very tight right now. Alapera loses 1 extra second, and
2 extra seconds also lost to Yais.
Yes.
Are you sure? Are you sure that Jakub did a good move at the start? I don't think so.
I'm not sure, but I think he will do with the peloton of 5 guys. He's going to cross there with
he's going across the line and going to do the best time. Let's see who can beat him. We have Joe Whiteley also about to cross the line. He would be one of the people we would expect a decent time. Team
oh my god!
Oh, he lost 8 seconds.
8 seconds. It's not bad.
Let's see
what Ben Young can do. 8 seconds.
8 seconds
also.
Well, I think GC is gonna be very tight.
Yes.
This one.
Tuanu gets 11. Tuanu does best time. Incredible.
This is a.
I'm not
this is a surprise.
Fantastic by Tuanu. And here comes Albizi. Let's see.
Albizi.
Albizi loses 18 seconds.
18 seconds.
I believe that might be the GC.
19 seconds.
19 seconds. And here we have Yais.
I'm betting my money that this is not the end of Alperez, right?
Yes, Yais gets
to be decisive for this group, especially.
Yais did very good.
There goes Davi.
Let's see what Davi can do. And
15 seconds.
He loses 18 seconds. That's last place for Alapera in the time trial. In the team time trial.
15. He's at
15. Sorry, yes.
4 bonus seconds before, so he's ahead of both Italians in GC.
Okay, before we go to the mountain stage of the other group, Fravo, what are your thoughts on these results from this time trial, team time trial?
I will just tell you guys one
as I said, there were two ways to think to do this time trial. The way was the way that do the mostly of the majority of the participants, and the other way was like Jakub did, and Jakub for a little bit.
Wait, Fravo, give it yes.
Frabo, just a moment. I was going to tell you that remember that Toinu and Jays have the 75 TT rider where everyone else had not. Okay? Yeah. I was going to remember that. Go on, Frabo, sorry.
So I think the second way to do the time trial, so I think the Jays, the Jakub one would was better than the other one. And
they had the extra rider, but will they regret it in the mountains? Is what we want to know.
No,
I don't know.
I don't think
no
extra rider.
No, Jakub without extra rider. So
only
you have an extra
and more than 10 seconds.
You have to have one less climber.
Wait, Yais and who? Sorry.
Yais and Toinu at the 77.
Okay.
Gosti attacking with the full team at the start of the first big climb of the day.
What a surprise, right? Let us see if the peloton lets him go.
Yeah, I don't think no one will try to chase him right away, but I'm sure there will be people that lately will try to join.
Ghost is now letting his sprinter on the back, and the peloton is more than 1 minute away right now. Now it's only 4. There goes two. Yes. And we have the cycling manager in the front of the group. That's quite an interesting name to see there. And
indeed, that actually, I agree with that.
That's not expected.
Not even going to start the climb with 3 riders.
Hush is pushing for Toinu in the TTT. Certainly did a very good time, even if he had one better rider than the rest. He certainly did, anyways, a very good result. Let's see if it pays up in the mountain or not.
I think that's attacking in that group, and I think
Ghost is trying hard to maintain his riders. Let us see what can happen in the top of this climb. Will he maintain Schachmann till the top and try to go with the 3 guys? I think it probably is the best strategy, but I don't know if the group will let him.
I don't think it's the best strategy because
I mean,
the downhill of
I will be
the
surprised
rider
even
is
if people
too
can
high.
have two riders after this climb.
The main
So
important
Ghosty
thing for
attacking
Ghosty,
even less possible to have riders after this climb.
Okay, let us see then. David Mendes takes the front of the group. That is trying to open the gap with Alarcon, and also is 80 Mountain, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's a
I
Gera.
think the ideal scenario for Ghosty here would be to keep as many riders as possible. The ideal would be three, and then go
Three is
into the
totally impossible
downhill.
in this climb.
Yes, yes.
I played it. It's totally impossible even if you go as low as hell.
Then it's going to be
You
very
won't
rough for him.
you won't keep three riders. I
And
mean,
it's going to be very rough.
the question is if people can pass this climb with one or with two riders.
Let us
This
see
is
if they
quite
can.
a monster climb. I
So
mean,
this
18
is going to
kilometers,
be
8%
very, very
of
entertaining.
average.
I
And
don't think. I think that the possibilities of Ghostly are less than zero now because I think his 83 is the most tired one.
Yes,
I think.
probably is.
in
But
these
now
climbs, he won't get dropped because
No,
unless
but the amount of energy he expended on this attack will probably cost him very dearly. I think if I was Ghosty, if I was in Ghosty's shoes, I would have tried to go for focus on stage wins and get KOMs with and secondaries within possible, but without endangering even more my current position. Let's see if Ghosty didn't do that.
I see that people of NCL are supporting Ben Yong. I certainly see their point there, but I don't know what Ben Yong can do here. As we can change a bit, if you want, to the group of EMEA.
yeah, there's a
And
big breakaway in Group
Let's
A
see how
after
things are
the
going
start
there.
of these climbs.
Oh,
The
nothing
sprinters
happening.
here.
Like in the first group, they stopped after the first two climbs.
let us see what that group is composed by. I see Joe Whiteley with three riders. I see Davi with three riders. I see Alepere
Oh,
with
let's
two.
see. Is
Guys with
the
two.
we having a clue moment in group A in the Finn group, Finn's group.
Yeah,
What
Because
happened?
Raul is
Group
attacking.
B. Finn's group would be Group B.
Yeah,
Raúl attack 100 kilometers ago.
But what an illegal slope.
Raul's attack is nothing new, as he goes for it as
Yes,
usual.
no
Team
shock.
attack. Who is going to react for it? I see an Italian reacting. I think it's Dennis. Yes, it is. Dennis is going hard for it. Also, Ivar is going, but some people are getting a bit dropped, I think. We are seeing Ghosty on a back position, Swaxen also on a back position. There goes Swaxen trying to save Cummings. I don't know if he can. And David Mendes also in the back there.
How many K for till the top?
Finn. Finn.
Finn, are you here?
Yes, I'm there. I'm there. Wait, I have
We
to.
How
can
many
say
kilometers
we
on
can
top?
see how many kilometers the top.
1.7 now.
Okay,
Mhm.
1.7. We are approaching the top. Raul is going with two riders, and I think he will pass first in the climb. Dennis is trying his hard. Who is coming with Dennis there? I see a rider. Oh, it's the cycling manager. The cycling manager trying to pass with Thomas De Hand and winning
The
the.
Ghent is the 83 or the 18?
Yeah, 83. 83. The Hand is the 83.
No.
There you go.
The hand is the 80, I think. Yes,
Is the
he's
80?
80. Yes,
Okay,
the
okay.
80. Hermans is 83.
And Raul.
Well, the hardest part of this climb is that there are a couple of kilometers after this that it's
Oh my
still
god.
uphill.
Yeah, the tunnel.
Yeah.
Raul takes P1 as I think the cycling manager took
And
P2
look
and
at Dennis.
Raul takes
Look at
I
Dennis.
P3.
think Hall did 1 and 3, and TCM did the second position indeed.
Yes.
Marius, having played this before, would you say that the downhill, the first part of the downhill will be decisive to recover energy as soon as possible?
Well, seeing that this is a big group, they won't have much problems to recover energies, especially with the big climbers. Domestics, if they were with very low bars after this climb, they might suffer. But unless some people try to put pace.
I mean, I think
they will eventually recover everything.
I think
when I played these states, the race ball was more broken, so there were groups up front, groups behind, so there wasn't a stop time like this.
I think there are two people with 3 riders there. It's Dennis and Swaxen. Now also the cycling manager and Ivar, and also Mendes. And I don't see the other because it's like a strange jersey. Raul and Ghosty are trying to come back too. But we have 3 riders.
It seems like Davi has put his 80 climber in the breakaway.
Now they are going to the mountain.
Alepere is trying to convince others to relay in the bands to not let him such a big advantage, because having that climber ahead of the rest, I mean, that could be a decisive move if Davi wants to attack from far out.
Yes, we have also Yais there with Molano that will not last a lot, I think, there. We have Toynud going on this, let's say, first peloton with 3 riders. Also, a lot of people here. Alepere is here, Joe Whiteley is here, and the main group is coming behind with lead by Toynu, if I'm not wrong. Not Toynu. Who is in this group? Is Toynu? Not sure.
Yes, Tuanu.
It's Toynu,
yes. Tuanu. Sorry, it's Tuanu. I apologize to all the French that I offend every time I read
Except
French.
Nico, please do not apologize to me.
I don't apologize.
We don't apologize to French people.
Yes, indeed.
What the fuck is Ghosty doing? A disparate move for Ghosty now.
Ghosty attacks with a puncher.
I don't have a clue.
This is a disparate move for Ghost.
Well, but this is the puncher. I mean, if it's not even the. Well,
yeah, it's not like
only thing I can imagine is that he's putting that rider up front and he will attack soon. No, the rider is dead. So
yeah, that wasn't. It didn't work out.
Or maybe he wasn't looking at the rider, and as he just joined the group, he had the dot at 99 and just went across the group anyway.
That is possible as well, actually. Yes.
We didn't talk about
it.
But
the message attack of Shackman appeared on the screen, so he attacked.
If I can just tell something, I think sometimes a thing we don't think a lot is the cold blood that you have to have when the first stage goes terrible for you, and then you need to refresh your mind and start from zero and just play the next stage in a completely different mind state. And I think not a lot of players can do it. If the first stage goes bad, then you play all bad and you cannot save yourself.
If I can do an analogy here, you actually make a great point. And if I can do an analogy here, a stage going bad is like dropping in a climb in PCM. The last thing you should do is panic. You take your own pace. You take that time back easily without spending too much energy. You can actually close it. So Ghost doesn't seem to have that cold blood right now, and that might dictate the end of his tour presence here in the Champions League.
Okay, yeah, I think Ghosty now lost all his desire to play, and only to innovate the Champions League is still in the lobby. I think if he were in a shit tournament of I don't know of Joe Whiteley, for example, he would have.
Okay, speaking about people that don't rage quit lobbies, I'd like to remind our viewers that this is why Fravo is not in the semifinals, so that we make sure that participants reach the end of the lobby. Thank you. Meanwhile, in the other group, we still have 4 men in front, 35 seconds advantage. It's Davi. I do not know who the other jersey is. Can't remember.
I'm going to do a book with Frabo quotes from live commenting. The first quote is already there. When you join shitty lobbies like Joe Whiteley's ones.
Tournaments. Yes.
Tournaments.
Yes. I will correct it and put in a book.
Yes, please. I mean, we have the audio recording to help.
No, in the book we have the first page of the book should be the song of Daniel Miko. Daniel Miko, doing Daniel Miko things.
There is actually a few more lyrics to that song, but they are explicit, and as the creator of the song, I will not sing them here.
The creator is, of course, Joe Whiteley.
No,
Only on
the
PCM
creator
live
of the thing,
streams you
actually.
can see.
The funny thing is, we call Joe Whiteley Joe Politely, but after singing these things, I don't think he's so politely now.
I love it.
This is why Frabo is a big fan favorite. We need more Frabo in the booth until the Champions is over.
Please, the 19 people that are watching our stream, please go and like it because Frabo is here and we deserve it. And we are seeing the group. Carlos, which group are we looking to?
Into Group B, as people are attacking in Crystal Pass, and it's like, well, Raul, of course.
Of course, Raul, not a shocker there.
What a surprise!
And Davis
Raul's
is trying to follow, and the group is very, I don't know how to.
The group is actually starting to break and separate quite a lot, indeed. It's stretching. Let's see who can keep up with the pace.
Unfortunately, the stream has not
That's
the biggest
word
quality.
I was thinking of.
Finn today cannot stream really well, unfortunately, but he's trying his hard. But the thing is going okay. Now it's better.
We are in Group A, and Davi is going into full attack mode.
Oh, Davi, there he goes.
And I think Toino too, but I'm not sure which riders are those of Toino. But
I'm not sure either.
Alepere is trying to close the gap to Davi, so he can't break away.
Yes, he's trying hard, but Davi's advantage with David Rosa is quite interesting. He's followed by...
The thing is that Davi will for sure...
If can I say a thing? I think Raul did the best move because trying to survive with the 75 was a very, very shit move.
Well, I'm not surprised you of all people are gonna say that.
Look, you need to see the next climb, Bravo. It's basically
the next
10%
is
climb then without that design right now.
With red or orange percentages climb times the protection is not so important. So trying using him, trying to use him.
Going after Davi, I need to see where is Alpere.
Alpere is chasing in A1. Now the groups have merged. The groups have merged. Yes, the groups have merged.
I mean, unless he's trying to keep 3 riders, this doesn't make much sense for him, but we'll see.
Let's see. Alapera is doing certainly strange strategies today.
I'm sure of one thing. If Davi and Matteo are together in front, they will cooperate. I'm sure of that.
Let me just say a short thing. Neither Alapera, neither Joe, neither Swaxon have for sure an easy day so far.
Actually, I want to talk about that. Yes.
TT didn't go well for them all. Let us see.
His climber.
Yeah, Matteo Alvisi taking the points.
Matteo Alvisi strong without an appeal. That's what we like to see, Matteo. Keep going. Well, keep going strong.
Davi wants. No, well, Aru doesn't have bars, but this was close. Well, I think they will pass the puncher in this part. Alpere, Jakub, Swaxon.
Toinu passed
too many riders in that group to a lot of players with the puncher too.
Yes, Alapere is with the puncher, so is Ben Young, if I'm not wrong. So is also Toinu. So Toinu, yeah. So it's quite interesting move there. And Joe Whiteley, you shouldn't be commenting in your stream. You should be focusing on your own game. Don't comment, just say bad things about me.
Definitely need to focus on your own game, Joe. If you're listening to me right now, focus on it. You know, you need to. It's always helpful.
Oh, Joe is speaking. I have
not here.
No, he's just commenting on the Twitch chat.
Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. When the broadcast started, we had the names of Ale Pere, Swaxon, and Joe as names to watch. Some favorites, some expected to at least shine today. It hasn't been easy for the Brits. You guys think they can still save this tour?
Well,
I think they still have a good shot, but let Carlos
I mean,
talk, please.
it all depends on how they can have play this in these states mostly, because the final climb is also kind of brutal. So even if it's some kind of mountain sprint, there will be gaps.
Mm-hmm.
This is
So
true.
the difference of the time lost in the team time trial, I mean, could be irrelevant if you mistime your sprint by 100 meters and you may lose 10 seconds or 50.
Yeah.
There goes
Attack
the
of
talk by
Ghosty.
Ghosty. We were watching for it. We were waiting for it. There goes Buchmann in the attack. He goes alone. And everyone is alone. We have the 7 riders of
This
the
one is
other
a good
7.
attack finally by Ghosty, because it is the moment no one has a domestic
Yes.
and no one is going to chase you.
Who is
No
going
one
to get
has
the domestic
chase.
first? Finn, show us the domestics. Who is going to get the domestic first? Is
Ivar.
Ivar, actually.
It's Ivor, yes.
Ivar and
Then
Dennis, and there goes
Dennis,
Nacho.
Sepul,
Mendes.
Nacho, yeah,
Quite a
Raul.
few people behind that probably won't make it in time to
Yeah,
be
but
helped.
anyway, they shouldn't try to chase Ghosty at this point. I mean, they should try to use their domestics to their advantage, not
They
try to
should try
chase.
to use the domestic to have an advantage on other GC leaders. Because for me,
Yes.
Ghosty is not mobile GC leader.
Yes, Ghost is certainly not. Let me just ask Finn to show us who won the second category climb because we didn't saw it. It was actually Raul.
We saw it.
Raul took it.
I mean,
Joe,
in the storyline we saw it.
Ah, okay, sorry, I was not looking. Okay, Raul took it. Okay.
who is
Okay,
Belgian?
we are back into Group A, where
TCM.
Davi and Albisi have a 2 minute advantage, but
How many
the
minutes?
analysis,
2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
yeah, that's what.
Hmm.
But with 3 riders, basically everyone in this group having 3 riders, I don't
And
think
who is
they
pacing?
can.
Is I think Davi is pacing with his 80.
Yeah, of
Right?
course, but he's carrying Albisi. But behind, you see Toino with 3 riders, Alepera with 3 riders, uh, Jakub with 3 riders. Well, there's a gap there. Toino is increasing the pace and Alepera is behind. It's interesting.
Yes, Alapere dropped, and not only Alapere. I think other people dropped. I'm
Well,
not sure who.
Alepera has played these states, and he, I, I think he knows how he has to play this to win.
Yes, Yais is going there. Ben Young has a strange strategy as one of his riders is on the front and the other 2 are on the back. That's not common, but he is there. There
Let's
goes
be back
the Ben Young.
Group B because things
Group
are
B, we
getting
have
heated.
3 men in the front: Ivar, Ghosty, and Dennis right now. 20 seconds lead. They are reaching the top of the second to last climb.
That
Of
should be
course,
the moment of an
Ghosty
attack by
will not pace.
Ghosty. That should be a moment of an attack by Ghosty as the group is approaching them.
But they
300
merge.
meters
Let's
to
see who goes
go.
for the sprint. Oh, it's Dennis. Dennis takes it without even challenging it that much. Just pacing through
Yeah,
It doesn't have
Ghosty
back
didn't
to
challenge a
sprint
lot.
there. But everyone together, well, it's going to be difficult to make big time gaps if everyone is together at
Attack
the
now,
start.
Ghosty.
I mean, I guess a lot of it is going to depend on how people manage their energy so far, and we'll
Yeah, of course. I mean, the
see
final
this.
climb probably someone will try from far out, and
Yes.
someone will have to chase, and that's when. What's
Oh! Christopher Froome with Swaxon?
Yeah,
That is
I think he just put a bit of rhythm, and people
He did
were.
pace a little bit there in the descent, and he managed to actually. I don't know if he attacked or not. The stream quality didn't.
Yeah,
yeah, he attacked.
Now he has, yes.
Probably
Uh,
pin crashed or what.
Thank you, Finn. Yeah, it's a bit better.
Perfect. We are back.
That is a very interesting move. That is Swags.
I assume he has confident that
Pixel
he's
has
recovering all
the
his bars because otherwise it's a very
I'm going to assume he has
suicidal
full bar
move.
as well because it would be suicide if he doesn't.
And well, Ivar has a domestic. I think Dennis has two, or someone else.
And
Has,
Nacho.
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 Well,
Raul
there's
attacking.
Raul, but
Raul attacking.
it's too late.
Bad
Well,
move
that's
for me.
It's too late for Raul. I mean, Struction,
Yes,
I
of
don't think
course.
if he's won, because I
think
don't know
it's-
if he has recovered all his bars,
Yeah,
but
it's just,
surely
but
Raul has lost.
The only move to do is attacking. Pixel versus to attack. Okay, of course.
there
There
goes
goes
Ivar.
Ivar.
There goes Ivar. He's on the attack, trying to catch Swaxon. He has the
Trying to-
extra rider for it
Unless
to bridge that
Nacho
gap.
wants to use his domestic against Ivar, this is race over, in my opinion.
I mean, I think that Ivar, using that extra rider to bridge that gap isn't a bad play at all.
He's
No,
not
I
using
mean,
the rider
unless
he's
someone
using
behind.
his rider to
Well, I mean,
aim
like
something
Dennis
against
is
the
doing
group,
well.
not to
Dennis
bridge
attacks
to
right
Costi.
after
Yes.
getting his domestic, but basically those who don't have a domestic at this point are kinda lost.
Yes.
Let me ask you really quick to change to the other group, as Davi and Matteo have an almost 3-minute advantage over the group as they approach the top of the Crimson Pass, and they have a very interesting lead over the group. It's 3 minutes, almost 3 minutes. That's amazing. That could be a win by both Davi and Matteo. Let us see.
Wouldn't be so
I
sure
think
with this gap.
Jakub is
Like
trying
this
to cut.
was made up in the final climbs in the Spanish national, so it's not the game over for the group behind.
Yeah, I think there's
No, I
still
also think
a
it's
lot of
game over. I just think it's a very interesting
Okay.
advantage,
So-
more than 2 minutes.
Somehow Swaxton is now on the lead of the
Okay, we go back to
the race with a domestic,
as the final climb is starting. No, has already undergoing.
and
Actually.
Dennis is following Swaxton as his domestic is gone.
What
Where
attack
is
are we
where
watching?
where show us where are the other guys, please, Finn. Nacho
Nacho-
is there. Raul is. Ivar is alone, so Swaxon and Nacho are the only two people with two riders, as Dennis already dropped his domestic.
Very,
And there
very
goes-
well played by Swaxon. Managed to take advantage of Yates for a little bit. That is crucial there.
Nacho is trying to close the gap. He's doing the work for everyone right now on that group, and there goes Sepulveda, and we have there goes Diaz, and we have Sepulveda left. Now is
Ivar
attacked by
Virgin,
Ivar.
By the way, I think
Of
Because
Gosti
Dennis
has
doing the Dennis will sucking.
Yeah, well, what else is he?
Stop, Swagerson, stop. You have Kevin.
Ghost is suffering, and there goes Swaxon.
Swaxon keeps pushing. Very brave move.
Yeah.
Can he sustain that effort, Carlos?
Gosti has definitely. Gosti has a rage quit.
Oh
That's
my
a
god.
shame.
I mean, you
Gosti
don't
rage
see
quit.
any German riders up front, and you see the message of Gosti has
Yes,
left the room.
Ghosty is quitted. Ghosty is quitted.
Oh
Ghost
my
has
god.
quit.
Poor Ghosty.
I mean, I'm not
Quite
gonna be
understandable
harsh
after
about
the
it. I think we can all understand how frustrating it can be. Let's go back to the
Well,
actual
I mean,
stage ending.
look at the gap in Group A. It's down to 1.5 minutes.
We have to see
Meanwhile, we
the.
have Dennis.
Dennis
Dennis
attacking.
tries to bridge to Swaxon. Can he do it? Can Swaxon take the win?
Yeah,
or
for me, he
Dennis
can
still
do it.
reach
But I think
We still have 5
it's
kilometers to
difficult
go.
to say, but I mean, they must be very confident to do these attacks. That
Yes,
they will last.
this is a climb that doesn't favor attacks. It favors more the pace management. But
Yes.
it rides
How much is
hard.
the advantage of him?
Has Swaxton more bars than the others because he started the climb ahead? That,
That
because
might
he
be
had-
the case. And he
remember
still
attacked
had Yates
on-
to help a
on the
little bit
downhill,
there.
But we don't know if he had full bars at the start of the climb. If he had full
We
bars,
don't.
Swaxton is
we
winning
don't.
the stage no matter what happens.
I'm going
For
to
me,
assume,
Swaxton
but
had
that's
the
just
full
an
bars,
educated guess,
at the
knowing
start of the game.
Swaxon.
Swaxton has won it.
I'm going
this
to
gap is
assume.
impossible to be closed by anyone.
this is an educated guess, knowing Swaxton that if he was gonna go, he probably has the full bars. He has the knowledge and he had the confidence. So I'm going to assume, yeah,
Waxon
he
did it.
recovered the bars.
Waxon did it. He did it. He did it.
I think Swaxton did it. What a move! He saved his bad classification on time
Let's
trial.
save since
He's
GC right
only
now.
enjoying his move now. He's enjoying
And
his move now.
then this is a champion move. This is a champion
Magnificent,
move.
just magnificent. Let's see the fight for the second
What
place.
a win.
But first,
What
let's see
a win.
Swaxton winning it.
Also has tendency
Amazing.
to sprint. What a
Fantastic.
move by
What
Swaxon.
a fantastic win by Swaxton.
GG
Swaxton.
Swaxon.
And
the cycling
TCM,
manager.
TCM trying, but he's got too
Raul,
soon.
Raul,
Too soon.
Raul, no.
No, it's
Ivar.
no,
It's
Ivar,
Nacho.
Ivar.
Nacho.
it's Ivar or Nacho. It's
Ivar.
Ivar. Raul takes P3, Nacho takes
Third
P4.
Raul and the fourth Nacho.
The cycling manager
Dennis,
takes
look
P4.
Dennis.
Dennis sick. This is
Oh my
Six.
God,
again,
Dennis.
he
Paid
attacking
the
in
move
first
of
round.
attacking. He paid the attacking. Attack. He paid the attack. Incredible.
Incredible. I mean, notice how Swaxon attacks, goes for the win. Dennis attacks and ends up being sixth. Carlos, what do you think made the difference there?
I mean, early Swaxton had more bars at the start of the climb. I mean, like Swaxton started the climb 1 minute ahead of the others. So
Yeah,
he ended
definitely.
the climb 1 minute ahead of the others. I mean, there's a direct correlation in that.
I think Swaxon played it smart.
We have two people saying congratulations to Swaxon in our chat. Hush, a legend of this game, and also a name I can't pronounce but starts with Daniel and finishes in Miko.
I don't know who that person is. I just want to say that my participation in this stream is sponsored by the Ban Daniel Miko movement since 2020, trying to ban Daniel Miko.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Big Buck, for the sponsorship. I didn't allow it, but I will allow it now. It's fun.
That was an amazing attack by Swaxon. Shocking to see that Dennis completely ended up failing with his attempt to respawn and ended up in sixth place. So that's a
I think Dennis really thought Swaxon had no full bars. And he tried to go for it. He thought, okay, I'm going to join Swaxon and Swaxon will bring me. And that didn't happen. Swaxon had more bars than anyone. And
You
he just
can never think something like that. When a guy like Swaxon does a move like that, you must at least assume that he's in it for the long game. And if Dennis really thought that and risked it, that might have been an overconfidence that might have cost him here.
Yes, Finn, tell me open the classifications, but the stream stays on. Please stay on the other group, but I will
Send
just read
a
the
screenshot to voice text.
Yeah, we have a very interesting general classification as all the leaders came together besides Swaxon. Swaxon has a 42-second advantage over Dennis. Dennis actually got the same time. That is quite surprising. They had differences, but okay. So
Yes, same time.
53 seconds to Nacho, 55 to Ivar, 1 minute and 2 to Raul, 1 minute and 7 to Mendes, and 1 minute and 9 to the cycling manager, who is last right now as
No
Nacho takes P8.
No shock there.
No, but it's not quite. That is quite annoying that they all got the same time. It didn't look like it, right?
It is.
And it's very
What
weird
a
because there
fucking
was
gas
this
for
gap. There seem to
Dennis.
be quite big gaps, and usually this doesn't happen.
Yeah, this doesn't happen usually. That is quite a surprise.
Okay, in Group A, we have a different story. There's a two-man break, and we have still 13 men following. So a few people here with two men. Quite a few of them. I don't know if everyone. I can't see the entire group, but a lot of people here with two men still. So it should be an interesting
I know I'm going to take a risk here, but I will bet for a 1-2 of the Italians today. I think Matteo and David did the perfect move, and this 1 minute.
They are gonna be at best 5th and 7th.
I hope so, but I think no.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think the chasing is gonna catch them, and I think Carlos is quite right. They're gonna pay the price of their long range attack. It didn't work. I think 1 minute, a little over 1 minute at the beginning of the climb will not be enough.
They have a domestic here. Everyone has a domestic. So
yes. Oh, and speaking of it, Alvisi attacks with his.
Yeah, that's good move because
That's
whatever
uh,
Potolino can help that group, that's gonna
does
be fine.
Dennis have one in the group? I don't see it.
Jakub is trying hard
Well,
to
by the way, there's some polemic in the chat because apparently Jakub is just ratting, or has been ratting all the states, and people are complaining of him because he's second on GC.
Mhm.
yeah.
Like always, Jakub is batting.
Yeah, so
That is not a big. We know these kind of players
No,
that have
that's
this.
not accurate. I mean, Jakub does what he has to do sometimes. I wouldn't say he's ratting always. No, that's not accurate at all, actually. But Fravo being Fravo.
Our parent and Joe now complaining about Toinu. I think they are trying to win the. How do you say it? The
The
mental
mind
games.
games. The mind games, yes, indeed.
The mind games, yes, and as a very good move by Matteo, bring the domestic to the
Oh,
front,
and
and
Alaperi goes. Alaperi goes.
yes, there goes Alapere. Alapere was tired of not helping, and there he goes. And Yais tries to join him on the attack. Let us see if they
I
can
see the
manage
shape.
to go together.
Ugh.
Jakub tries to go too. I think they are all trying to bridge to the front, but it was a very good move by Matteo Alvesi. Is really paying off. The domestic is helping a lot on the front, and
Indeed.
I think
Uh,
Davi can miss his domestic there. I
I
think
think
No,
Darby will end up
but because
filling
he's
that.
not having to do any work, so
That is also true.
there goes
Oh,
the domestic. There
it's
goes
over for the domestic.
and now just as BC domestic is out, Alepere comes in. So for
and
Davi,
yeah, and Ya is also there. Let
And
us see.
there is no understanding here, so let's see how this goes.
There goes a move by Alapere. Alapere breaks and he goes, and
yep,
I think that could be a decisive attack there by
And
Alapere.
I wouldn't
guys
be
is
so
trying to
sure
go.
yet because
Oh,
of course it all depends
oh, the right
on the
side,
working
Joe White.
conditions.
Alepere again.
And let's see if Joe sticks around for a cup of tea or just keeps going. Yeah, he's gonna keep going.
The transmission on that group, but just to notice that in the other group there was a team attack by Raul. What a surprise!
Yeah, what a shock! What a
And
shock!
yeah, and also when water falls from the
Mhm.
sky, usually it's rain. So let us see what they can do. And Joe is trying his hard to cut the difference on Alepere, but I think it's maybe too late. It's
No,
maybe
no, I don't think it's too
six
late.
Domestic
six
is
kilometers. Let
already
us see.
it's a very long climb. Mm,
Alepere is complaining because Joe is not attacking and instead he's going for it. Joe is trying to reduce the difference. There he goes. Davi is also there. He's staying on his wheel. Also,
Oh,
Matteo.
well, that
Yates
this
hit
might be
that.
the
Let's
moment
see what
where
Joe two
Alepere is
does
going
with
to
his
gain
leader.
time because no one is going
Yeah, yeah,
to pace for others. There are no more domestics, and this is where Alepere
yeah.
will try.
I mean, Joe did that work, but then didn't follow through on it. So Alapera is gonna gain time.
I mean,
Actually,
Joe
Davi is
should
doing
have
well.
tried to follow his own pace. And there goes
Yes,
Davi.
David
So,
tried.
Joe, for me, Joe.
David tried.
But yeah, it's too late for Alepere to be cooked unless he has a big mess up with his bars, which I
Yes.
highly doubt.
Yeah, I highly doubt it as well. He's in a very good position here to take a solid result. Let's see.
King of the mountains once again. The Spanish is going to take it as Jakob now tries to take the rhythm of the peloton up, but is not going to be enough. 1 minute and 10 looks like a good advantage for Alepere, and I think
Yeah, he
we
did
will.
it. He did
Alapera
it. He
can
did it.
start celebrating at the stage when it's his.
Yes, I don't think he did a
Well,
great
I
mistake
hope
in
that
bar
this time,
management.
if there are real gaps in the back group, we see that they are awarded because that was a big time.
Right now,
And of
as
course,
they are
Joe, Master
positioned,
of
there will
Mountain
be no
Sprints, will
gaps.
win the second. I think Joe second, Master of Mountain Sprints.
There
Let us
goes
see.
Alapera celebrating his victory for sure. Just a few more meters.
Madden win for Alepere. as it takes it by almost 30 seconds, not 30, but will be a bit less, I think,
Oh, and
as
Tuanu.
Panu picks P2, Yais is
Oh,
P3, and P4 to, yes,
Benio.
yeah,
Mignon.
Dabi and Matteo really paid
Oh,
his
Joe
attack.
Whiteley fifth only, and Jakub sixth, and then come the Italians. Not fifth and sixth like Carlos said, but almost seventh and eighth. So not a
Well,
shock.
I mean, I wanted to give them a chance to say
Yes,
like
yes,
someone would be worse, but no,
yes, but
not
it
them.
was pretty clear that it was very doomed at that point. But yeah, I mean they could have struggled, but still keep within that top six.
Well,
They did not.
Joe is heavily complaining about um, Jakub because of the positions on
Ratting,
the
blocking,
on the
fucking
screen.
unbelievable.
It's the
Davi is
usual.
complaining that besides Aleperi, no one has tried to follow the second move. So it's quite interesting that
It's the
we are going to have
usual. It's the
some
usual
different.
PCM discussions. I mean, everyone complains of everything. Someone is right, someone is not. I think Calipari earned that win, worked for it, attacked, risked it. I think he's
Doing a
deserved to win
mental
the
coaching,
stage.
doing a mental work also.
I think I think we just watched another masterclass by Aleperi. We should pay for these streams. We are really learning how to play PCM on that. Where every time we watch Aleperi playing mountain stages,
I can
we
only
learn how
say
to
a thing to the parent. Sbinnala.
Spinala. Let us
It's
see
like
football.
it's like Sbinotto. Please,
Yeah,
at the next mountain, attack instead of pacing. Are you sure? Yes, it's all part of Alepere's master plan.
Grootmeister asked us how is Ivar doing. He's just fine. He's fourth in the general classification, so
He did second in the stage, so he's not in a bad position right now. I think.
Now
no,
the
he's only
overall
five
classification
second.
of the group A.
Also, we have two different reactions. The
Also,
Miko and
Alepere
Hush
takes the
said
lead in Group A by only
Wait,
6 seconds.
who? No, I don't know that person. Sorry.
the Miko 18 and the Hush said Toinu goat, while Miro Rivera said Toinu is a rat. Meh, we have different opinions here, clearly
Wait.
on the chat.
Okay.
Well,
Um,
Daniel Miko vision is not very partial.
I think Miro
Impartial.
Rivera's one is also not.
Look, I'm gonna say the following. I don't think Daniel Miko's opinion should be accounted when it comes to talking about Fanu, as these two men spent the entire La Liga team playing, so not really worried about that. Swexon being GOAT, I think Swexon did an amazing work, that is true. And I think that in Joe's group, I mean, Alipera wanted the win, worked for it. I guess those
Guys, do you
saying
hear
that
me?
no one else. What? Sorry, yes, Carlos?
I mean, I tried to tell you before the GC classification in Group A, but you were talking.
Oh, sorry, no, please go.
Well, Alepere has taken the lead by only 6 seconds over Toino. At the end, his gap was heavily reduced. He won only by 20 seconds. Gabi and Davi and Albisi lost an extra 20 seconds. So the others are basically ordered by the TTT results. And Alepere was kind of playing mind games in the chat right now because he was telling Toino that before this stage he was 20 seconds behind in GC, and he worked with him, and now Toino is only 6 seconds behind of Alepere. So a reminder of that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a very
I-
important part. Is the
Trying to
mind
tell him
game.
that he
we
should
all
work
know
too
that these
for
mental games are part
taking
of
the GC spot.
these are
Only one
part
thing.
Attacks will
What I
happen.
said before, I bet on Swagson and Alepere. I said before
Miro
the start.
Rivera says Gifiti, how am I not neutral here? Because you are never neutral, you can't. Hush says win because other players relay. Okay, yeah. It's Hush saying that ratting is the best move in PCM. I think Alepere showed us it was not the best move.
Of course.
Actually,
No,
much love
can I say a
for
thing against
much love
Ash?
for Hush, but he understands something about ratting. That's for sure as well.
I think rating is not the best move in PCM. Do you know what is the best move in PCM?
Tell me.
In play, of course.
I swear, I don't know why I was not
Only
expecting this answer.
the only best move to do in PCM.
Okay, let me just say this. For those complaining about the rating, I have my own opinion. I'm not going to give it right now because that would be too long. I'm just going to say I'll let Perry win for it. Others did not work behind. I mean, I don't know what they were expecting, to be honest. There was no coordination there.
Second
Well, I
quote
think
by Bravo. What?
sometimes it's I mean, not irrelevant, but if you try to rat with domestics, it won't help you at the end. I mean, it will be only
Yeah, this was the
against
case for Joe Whiteley, for example. He tried to relay with his domestic, and he ended up not gaining anything out of it except same
because
time
he was
whenever.
not following himself. I mean, maybe if
Yes.
he had been at the wood of his domestic, when his domestic is over, he could have tried to move to do a move, and who knows if he was going to be followed. But the way he did it, it was impossible for him to gain absolutely anything, and he was just
Look at this group where Raul takes the lead. We are approaching the top of the climb. If you want to
well.
see it, I
Mendes
think
has attacked with his full team in Obiske. Let's
yes.
see if he can pull it off. It's difficult
I
for sure,
think
but
he can at least try to take the mountain points. We have a lot of mountain points here. Carlos, are you already counting the
no,
makes no sense.
I haven't counted anything, to be honest.
Yeah, okay. Don't worry, it's fine.
But
Mendes is trying to take the mountain points. Clearly, he knows his situation in the general classification is not the best one, and he needs something more to pass the group. I hope he does because I put 100 euros on it.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see them back unless a miracle happens right now. We know that desperation is starting to kick in where people try to crawl to every single situation that they can. At either if
Raul
it's
takes mountain
KOM,
points.
oh, and yes, he passes in front, followed by Mendes, and
The
I don't know. PCM, yes, indeed.
He won as
I think TCM is taking a lot of mountain points, to be honest. I'm not sure of how much,
I
but
don't
they
know
are.
what's his GC right now, but I
He's
don't.
last. He's last. He's
I
last.
don't think that's gonna save him then, but he's trying what he can. Can't blame him for that.
Leo says, what the fuck are you saying, Miro? Alepere actually ratted the whole stage here. And Miro says, I only came for the last climb, LMAO. So as usual, Miro Rivera is talking about things he doesn't know.
So Mir actually admitting he had no idea what he was talking about.
Yeah, no, he just talks by talking. He had no idea.
I want to thank Leo Philandry for the actual exposure there. Not that we did not know already, but thank you, Leo. Props.
Yes, and Miro, please stop doing the pitre and the payaso
Stop
and
doing
just
the reedy.
Yes, he's a reading
Pagliaccio
story
the Italian
by
one.
intermediate sprint time in Group A. Adelasturi, who is the points leader, it's going to try to win.
Much love to Leo Philandry right now for his comments about Mirror. That was funny, and so he's also saying that
what the fuck has happened to Adelasturi.
that Tuanu is the next French in the Aquiptet notes. So let's see if that's true in the future.
So yeah, it's a shame I'm not controlling the UCI account, but I would ban Miro Rivera from the chat just to make it more clean.
I said you, Gim. Emea is
Intermediate
too
sprint,
jealous about
sprint
UCI
is
account.
won by Joe Whiteley.
Yes.
By the way,
yes. Joe Whiteley, who takes it.
Joe trying to fix what he can within his current situation. I don't know his GC right now, but I assume it's not very bright at the moment. Do we have any information on that? Yes, EMEA. While you guys keep calling the action.
What? Sorry?
Trying to find out the GC on the Joe Whiteley group to know how people are doing.
I have no information, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find out as well.
Ask him here for it. Probably it's better.
Yes, I am doing so.
I'm going to try to listen to our Italian friends to what if they have information. But apparently Piero was talking about only the Italians, of course. We have what group are we watching? Carlos, MS or Fins?
They are starting Obis.
What? Sorry.
Group A, they are
Yeah.
right now starting Cold Ubisk.
Yes. They are starting Obisque with Davi and Matteo again on front. They are
Mhm.
trying brave moves today. At least we
But
can't.
by the way, in Group B, Raul has attacked with his team in the downhill of
What a
Obis.
shocker! Oh my
Yep.
god, I'm so
Mhm.
shocked.
I mean, there's some flat kilometers before Tourmalet, which is the next climb. So with a lot of people in the bunch, I don't think this is a very smart to go viral.
Miro Rivera says, "I love you, Gifiti." Okay, thank you. I love you too. Zapata says, "Gifiti, you are a genius." Thank you, Zapata. I love how people love me in the chat. So thank you all guys for being there. And we continue with our attack by roll. That is perfect.
But I have a question. Are you
Tell
sure?
me,
Please.
Who is streaming in the UCI?
is Carlos?
Ah, okay. Because I was afraid that Mea was streaming and I was muted.
No. It
Oh,
is Carlos.
shut up, Frau, please.
Don't worry, Frau. Everyone is hearing you. Don't worry.
No one is censoring you. Don't worry, man. Speak at
Don't
will. You
worry,
are free
probably.
to speak.
I think Carlos has muted you anyway. Yeah, sure.
No, but seriously, we we placed a question at the beginning of the broadcast about Swax and Joe and Alapere and if they would pass and if it would be easy. Frabo, what do you think right now of the situations of each of these guys?
Of course, we can see the classification because the quality is very low, and this is a shame. But by the way, I think Alepere has the 99% the possibility to qualify. Then Swanson the same because they also did the points, and yeah, they have not. I'm talking the possibility to qualify, not the possibility to win the go.
Yes,
So the
right now
possibility to
we're talking
qualify,
about that.
they have 99% the possibility to do it. Slightly, slightly. I don't
White, we
know
might
what
be in
he did.
trouble
I
here.
don't remember what he did
Yeah,
in the previous stages.
I don't know the current GC, but I think he was like mid-table in the time trial, sixth as well in the
I mean,
mountain.
Joe has Joe doesn't have many points. I mean, he needs a good performance in the final stage to qualify.
Would the stage win a short qualification, or it depends of the others?
Well, I mean, I think he needs to climb some places on GC, to be honest.
Oh, that's gonna
But
be yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure because I don't have the
the
results
correct. And for right now, yes,
of
that's
Group A of his
understandable.
state right now. I mean, Group B I have. I'm calculating current points of
Okay,
Group
let
B,
us
but
know when you have everything.
Okay, let me
Help
real
us.
quick do a small stop because Myrao entered the chat and said, hello, people. How is the race situation?" So, Myrao, welcome. You are not, unfortunately, not playing, but we can resume you really quick the situation. Alapere is on the front of the general classification of this group as he has a small advantage over Tuanu, that is B2, and we have Matteo and Davi need to recover a lot of time right now. And they are trying to do so. And in this case, 49 seconds for Matteo, who is 8th in the general classification, and is trying with a long way attack. Let us see if he can. He will pass first for sure in this Cold Wars week and some a lot of points to the mountain classification. We are seeing Matteo there. I think Joe is going to try to take P3 and P4. Yes,
Let's
he
see if we
is.
can do it.
There is an attack.
If
Yeah.
can
Uh, I just
I
want to say a hi to my good friend Myron and hope you are doing well. We'll soon be killing women and children in Crusader Kings 3 one of these days. Thank you for watching.
That it says go Joe, so his favorite is clearly Joe, and
Yes.
Zapata puts heart Gifiti. Thank you, love you all. My big fans. A big kiss for you all.
can do a pronostic for this group? Il pass.
Yeah.
Jakub, Alepere, Matteo, and Tonu for
Okay,
me.
Carlos, 4 names, Carlos.
Lepere, Toinou. I think difficult, but probably I want to say Joe. And the fourth. Well, right now, probably Jacob.
Okay, I will go with. I need to do something different. You stole my bet, so I go with Alapere, Joe, and I will go with Davi, and I will say Toinu gets last place. So Jakob is out. That is my bet for now.
That's bold.
And you, Sean?
I'm gonna say that Ale Perry is already there pretty much. I'm gonna say Tuanu is there. I'm gonna say Joe Whiteley, and I'm gonna say Matteo Alvisi is gonna shock us and be strong. Let's see if that shock can actually happen.
Where is Tuan when someone needed the president of the Alvisi Strong Movement?
In Group B,
Well, I am the vice president, so don't worry. I'll always cover.
Nice. In Group B, Raul has like I don't know if he's at 3-minute lead in mid Tourmalet.
Finn, report.
Because
Yes.
I can fully see the gap. I mean, it's kind of blurry on the gap.
It appeared.
Raul had the lead of 3 minutes on the peloton.
Yeah, sure. So Raul is going all in on this move. He's surely gonna take first and second on com standings. He was first and second in com standings before the States, I think.
He's going to take
Let me just interrupt to say, Miru, we do not have provisional standings at the moment. So as soon as we have some,
in Group B, I have, but I mean it's only a stage points, so kind of irrelevant.
Okay, yeah. I think that's a good starting point at least.
There goes the Raul domestic.
Like, in stage points in this group, Raul has 41, Dennis has 31, Swaxon 30, Ivar 23, the Cyclemeyer 19, Ghosty 18, Mendez 15, and Nacho 50.
Remember that Matteo has also a lot of points with Pelucchi for the points classification. This is also important.
This is not this. Well, in points classification, actually was Ghosty leading with Ackerman in the last stage.
Was.
Dennis second, Mendes third, and fourth and fifth is Swaxon. In com, it's who's leading?
No, I'm talking about the Pelucchi of Matteo.
And Ivar.
We're talking about the Pelucchi of Matteo.
The Matteo group, bro.
Oh, okay.
We are seeing as Peyo Bilbao is going to take first position here in Tourmalet.
I don't think this move will work for Raul. I mean, he's alone after Tourmalet. It's impossible.
I also think it's not going to work, but he's trying to get P2. Let us see. Finn,
P2?
I don't know. No,
he
actually, he took P3. P2 is for Ivar. Yes. P2 for Ivar.
It wasn't Ivar, it was Nieve.
Can we see the classification, the points classification in this group?
I think you mean the general classification?
What do you mean?
Points classification, no, the points classification, the Green Jersey classification.
Okay, we have
provisional.
it here.
We have Ghosty in the lead, but I think Dennis will get it now after Ghosty quitting.
Dennis on the lead, David second, Swaxon third and fourth, and Nacho is fifth. What about the mountain one? We have Raul in the first position. He for sure is guaranteeing it now. We have Swaxon in P2, we have Ivar in P3, we have Raul in P4, and we have also Raul on P5. That's a lot of points for you.
Now that we're at it, Finn, quickly show us the GC before you go, if you can.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. So we have Swaxon leading with the 42 seconds, the 53. For those that were not here at the time we talked about this, Nacho 53, then Ivar fourth with 55 seconds, and then Raul, Mendez, PCM, Nacho all at 1 minute or more in this.
We have also Miro Rivera in the comments saying Raul move is let all the work to the leader. Of course, Miro Rivera has no idea of what's actually playing PCM. So, what do you think about what he said, Carlos?
This person is the last person who
If
has
I
to
have
work
to say one thing,
in this
we have
situation.
we
I mean, this is not a race for who wins GC. It's who qualifies. And Swaxon, as long as he can
same.
sit in this group, let others do the work, he's going to qualify anyway.
So, yeah, I will let Rabo
Swaxon
work.
is literally the one
I was saying
that has
the
to
same
do
thing of
less
Capos.
work in this group. It's people like Mendes right now attacking, or Ibar, Dennis, who are not sure they will pass with the current standings. Those are who need to catch Raul, not Swaxon.
Okay, Frabo, you were saying?
The same thing of Capos. For me, the important of Swagson is don't let more than two people go.
Okay. I want
Yeah,
to
okay.
chip in here and say that if people want to qualify, so pretty much the same as Carlos and Frabo, but going a bit even more further, I want to say that people need to forget the whole mentality of the leader has to do all the work, because the leader is going to work for his classification only. The rest, people will have to work if they want something out of it, so they should be watching closely to what happens and working for it as well.
That is and completing the idea. So we just proved that Miro Rivera had no idea of playing PCM.
Yes.
So
Yes.
don't worry, Miro. You are becoming a better player for listening to us, the pros, talking about it. Okay, don't worry. We can also see that Raul is going to take once again the mountain climb, and he is trying his best to actually take P22 with his domestic. There he goes, right? He's trying hard. At least
He's trying.
he's on TCM's will, because TCM is pushing hard to try to take the mountain points. I think Raul is playing for the KOM, and that's fine. But will it be enough? That is the big question.
For
And
me, not. It depends also of his final result on
Yes, he would need a stage win, and maybe I don't know what's his current. I don't remember current GC. I can't see it well here.
Finn, watch back. Finn, watch back. Watch back.
Wait, yeah, we have GCM and Ivar. Maybe?
Mendes. I think it was Mendes. No, it was actually Ivar. You're right. Ivar takes it. Mendes takes P4. And that will see the decision go for the last climb. The last climb of the day, as Raul maintains a 2-minute advantage. Is interesting. It's not something like defined, or I still think the win is
Flat
behind. But
towards the next climb, it's what might kill him.
Yeah,
yeah,
there's going to be a lot of pushing as well, because let's not forget that we have a downhill finish, so there's going to
There are
be
a
a
lot of
lot.
people that should do something.
Yeah,
I mean, they should have tried something at Tourmalet. It was the climb to do something, and they haven't
let's
done
not
it.
forget
So,
that if he has enough room with a downhill finish, yeah, this is going to be
no, I
dangerous.
mean, if he's ahead of the
Yeah,
of the group at the top of the climb, he's winning the stage.
yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
of course.
That's
And
question.
Rivera says, "I know your opinion is are always great, Giffity, but I think differently. I think that if he starts with 1 minute and 30, the last climb more or less, he have
it
it."
depends of do you think they will stop after the intermediate sprint pacing in the group or not?
Well, it's
Yep.
interesting
That is
this
GG
intermediate sprint because
Raul says, "Who said
people
GG
should
Raul?"
sprint for this, but if you sprint, you may have less bars,
Yeah, I
less
was going to talk
later.
about that.
So
It's a big risk, and it might not pay off.
I think Nacho will try to sprint for it. I think TCM will try to sprint for it, but I don't think the others will.
Yes, and I
It's
think
my
they'll
opinion.
get wrecked over it. So let's see.
Let us see.
try to
There
attack
goes.
using the intermediate sprint, not just sprinting.
Let's see. There we
There
go.
goes.
As expected, the cycling manager is going. Uh, I don't think anyone actually challenged him, surprisingly.
Now will be the moment to attack. I think Mendes was doing that. No.
Finn, can you confirm the current difference for Raul?
1 minute. 1
It's
minute.
1
1
minute.
minute 50.
I have now was to attack.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yes, thank you.
Mir Rivera says he has it. Does
No.
he?
By the way, big moves in Group A. Alepere is alone with no domestics, and Davi is trying to attack him. Alepere following. And well,
Joe
basically
Whiteley
the
tried
race
to bridge.
is exploding. I mean,
Twanu.
literally, what has not happened in the first group, in
Yes,
Group B,
there,
it's all happening in Group A. People are
Matteo
losing
takes
through Mares for
P1 and
something,
P2.
at least.
Joe takes P3. That is
Okay,
interesting.
we are in the final climb of the day for we are reaching the final climb of the day for the Finn group, which is
And Raul has a domestic. Raul has a domestic, and that
Yeah.
can make all the
I'm
difference.
sorry for Raul, but don't think he has it.
Raul
I'm sorry
bridged
for
the
Raul
gap with
because
his
he's my
domestic.
PCM
Is
best
it
fan,
gonna
but
be
don't
enough?
think he has it.
Well, at the very least, Tractor is not going to
Yeah,
go.
Steps is not gonna kill himself over it. So let's see if someone else.
Dennis going strong, I think.
No,
He's
no,
trying at least. He's stopped
no,
now.
it's
Oh,
just
Raul, please.
fake move.
Don't
Guys,
face, please.
the thing is, Raul is already 1 minute behind, so when Swexen keeps the gap on 50
Yeah.
No,
seconds.
but Traxon shouldn't be worried about Raul. If Traxon is second in
Waxon-
GC, he's going to pass anyway.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is a common PCM. Sorry, this is a common mistake made by many good PCM players trying
Well,
to
I mean,
put the
if
weight
this
on
is not a
Swag.
final, in a final, Traxon should pace against Raul. But in this, where the top four qualifies,
Top four, yeah. I mean, this is not a situation where Swexen needs to win it all. So yeah, I think the others made a huge mistake here. But let's see how this ends.
There goes Peyo Bilbao alone, and still I think it's 5 kilometers. Yes, more or less 4 kilometers and a
Oh,
half to
yeah.
go.
Yes.
He's too tired.
Wow.
Too tired. I
This-
think he's too tired.
Distance is going down. Raul tried his best, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
And it's
Let us see.
Christopher Froome now. Reach the front. Let's see if someone is going to actually pace or just keeping their own rhythm instead of going full out to catch him because it's falling right now.
probably Traxon is just controlling the wound.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Which
I
is
mean,
what
he's just letting others try to overtake him, but
which is what he needs to do exactly as we talked.
I mean, basically, he just needs to follow the guy that is pacing.
Mendes is the only one with two riders.
The gap isn't. The gap isn't.
And no
Still
one
going,
wants
you know.
it. No one wants it. No one dares.
No one tries the attack. They are all with the same bars, I think, and that's quite hard. As we are trying to see, is the cycling manager going to cut the difference?
Oh,
He's trying.
Swexen responds, and there's Mendes as well. Ivar, everyone's getting together now, and break is over. Let's see.
And I think will be a mass sprint, and someone is out. Someone is out. Who is the eighth, Finn?
Someone left behind.
No,
It's Ghost. Ghost is not there. Yes.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
It's gonna be a mass
someone
sprint.
will try to win this with an attack, and it's Swexon.
It seemed like it was Swexen.
Yeah, well, Swexon will never get this move. Others maybe, but
follows. I can't
it's
see.
so easy to. I mean, as it's all downhill, it will be stupid to not follow an attack in this one. And there goes Raul, Mendes. Again. I mean, there's a lot of panic at this moment, but we'll see who can.
I think some
cold
for
the win because
I think Dennis will win
this stage result could be the difference between qualifying.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be
people like Raul,
Dennis,
Ivar, or Nacho. So
I think everyone is trying.
I'm calling it now, Dennis or Swexen. I may be wrong, obviously, but let's see.
The sprint is on.
There was a block there, I think. Non-intentional, obviously.
And it's going to be Ivar.
Raul in the inside.
It's Ivar.
So probably Nacho eliminated. So most likely.
I think Dennis out.
No, Dennis is second in GC. Dennis can be out.
Great win by
it's
Ivar,
likely
by the
that
way.
it's going to be Traxon, Dennis, Ivar, and Raul qualifying to the final. But
surprised that Dennis was only sixth. I expected him to be in that fight for the top three with Swaxon and Ivar.
We
because-
just passed the top of the first category, by the way, in the other group. We
Okay.
didn't saw it naturally, and we are probably not going to obtain the results.
Well,
So
Albis is still ahead of everyone else, but in the
Okay,
same
we
way
can
that
focus
Swaxon
there now.
shouldn't have cared before, Alepere has that advantage. But
I believe Ivar, Swaxon, Raul, and Dennis are in Group
yeah,
A.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I say. I'll wait for
I didn't
Swaxon
hear
to
a
send me the export so I can quickly count.
oh, and
I
ask them to come for an interview, Finn.
Finn, please. I want to see the GC now.
Yes. While you guys will analyze it, we'll also keep following.
GC, Finn, the GC I want to see.
We'll keep following Group A. I believe it is MS Group A. Correct.
See, will come when I
Relax,
have it.
Bravo.
We are in the lobby.
Relax.
now.
I mean, the race isn't over yet for that group.
So
He can't show you anything.
Alvizi, with 2 men in the front, 1 minute and around 1 minute advantage.
Ghosty has a hard message. He said, in case people might not know what has happened, but ask in the beginning of the stage one, Swaxon got his 83 mountain in reacting. I tried, everyone pushed hard against me, and then I tried to shield on the peloton, but I was busy managing my sprint in E1 and peloton accelerated, so my captain lost contact and was 45 seconds behind when I realized. Pacing didn't even stop when E1 was caught, so that was my race. It's your thing how you play your race, and you can punish my mistakes, but I dedicated many hours for this event, and getting fucked intentionally after 5 minutes in an important flat gives me a feeling like I was playing with at least one asshole. Glad that I don't know who did it exactly. Good night. Well, he certainly has had
Okay.
words for people that pushed
If I have to
him.
say a thing,
Look, I can understand his point
it's
of view.
normal that
Actually.
he's. For me, it's normal that he's angry. It's also It's also normal that they paced against him because we are not playing a Joe
Yeah,
Whiteley's
exactly.
tournament. We are playing a serious competition, so it's normal. The base is base.
Okay.
Maybe attacking before the final, before Pegasus in the flat, and Toinu chasing him.
Yes, he's trying their best to cut the difference. But Matteo certainly was not a rat today. We cannot ask more for Matteo today. He tried to attack. He tried really hard.
I'm gonna say that after watching, actually after playing with him in the most recent battle royal of
Jakub
the
and Ben Young.
I'm shocked.
This is starting to get a bit dangerous for Alpere. Maybe because too many riders up front. So
Yeah, it actually is becoming interesting.
Yes, Miro Rivera is now. We have now proof that Matteo deserves to be on this final instead in this semifinal instead of Miro Rivera. We have no doubt. Okay, we see Davi very well trying to cut the difference on Matteo, but it's going to be hard. I think Matteo's advantage could be good. What do you think, Carlos?
it may happen the same that with Raul, that everyone comes together at the top of Pegasus. But Albisi had a domestic for much longer time than Raul, so he could have better bars compared to what Raul had.
I confirm the version.
He might be able to stay ahead by a few seconds, and then someone will have to try to follow in the descent to catch him.
I'm just gonna say that the main difference here is that people are actually trying to follow, working for it, not just letting Alapere do everything. There's people that needs to actually try something.
Yeah,
we have
I mean,
Young,
yeah,
Duffy, and Jakob.
Well, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy to see that in this group at least people are trying to qualify. In the other group, they weren't trying.
Yeah.
I mean, they were all happy to finish in a sprint. I mean,
Yeah,
we saw Ben Young recovering
arrive. Yes.
and now putting P1 on Ben Young. That is quite interesting. Ben Young, we didn't talk a lot about him today, but
I think he spent too much energy.
I also think so. It was probably a small mistake as the group goes all together now with 1 kilometer to go. Can Alepere make the difference? I think he can. Alepere is pushing, and there he goes. There we
And Joe,
go.
Oh no, also
follow
Joaz,
the
also
group.
Joaz,
Steven
also Joaz
Bergman
Well,
it.
but
following the
this is gonna be a all rider sprint.
Yeah, we're all gonna
I
have
don't know
another.
if all. Dav
Davi,
is dropping. Dav is dropping.
Oh,
Dav is dropping. Dav
Yeah, well,
dropped.
but Davi is kind of
Matteo still
irrelevant in
there,
the race
Matteo is
anyway.
still there.
Joe Whiteley is now pushing and he's attacking. He's trying. Everyone is going to try to break, but I think this will be a mass sprint between these 7 guys as David dropped and he will finish last in general classification and will get eliminated. We still have a lot of people with a shot. Joe Whiteley has a shot. Ali Perry has a clear. He is already in, and Matteo Alvisi will fight for the other spot. I think. Let us see. Ben Jong now on the attack. They are trying their hard to break, but I don't think no one will do it. 5 kilometers to go. We are still going. Who do you bet? Mass sprint quickly. Aquarius.
Joe Whiteley.
Tuanu,
Aquarius.
Can be anyone,
Tuanu.
but I'm going with Joe.
Okay, so you stole all my bets. Okay, I go with the Yais then. Let us see. The sprint goes on. Yais is the last. I always bet right. I know.
Matteo,
And
go
there
Matteo.
goes Joe.
Joe.
I think it's
No,
Joe.
no, 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 it's not. Oh,
It's Jakub.
Jakub,
Jakub
Jakub.
steals it in the finish line.
Matteo
Oh my
Terbo.
gosh. Fantastic ending. That was clearly more, there was a bit more action before the actual sprint and then a fun sprint here. So I think this group was more, there was more of a fight here. Great win for Jakub. Joe was really close. Got the second. I don't know how his GC is. And if this helps, if these points will be enough for him to pass or not.
I will try to get people to interviews, but this is quite interesting.
Yeah, we have
Um,
a very an undecided classification on this
Do
group
you
because
think
we don't
Matteo
have the
is
details
qualified
yet.
or not?
We are not
I
Mateo,
think
why?
he is.
Mateo is last in GC. Why will he be qualified?
He's penultimate in GC. This is the problem.
I
Behind,
think
he's
Uh,
after Davi.
I think
I
I'm
know
up, to
who's
be
in.
honest.
I don't remember the rest of the classification. Dennis was second.
Well, so now we see.
No, Dennis was in the other group.
I think Joe might be out, but once I get the exports, I will
Yeah.
do the
For the race
counting,
split,
and
I
we will
wouldn't
see.
be surprised.
But for now, it's hard to say.
It's
Okay.
really hard.
It's going to be a hard count now. Nacho says lucky guy Ivar, and Mateo was complaining about people working for Ale Perez, so maybe we have an appeal on that.
Okay,
Again.
we look forward for it actually. Maybe we can have a judge on it if there's already one.
Let me do a few questions to people that are already around. Let me see. Dennis, do you listen to me? I think it doesn't. Okay, Joe.
Dennis, are you here? Joe?
Joe, are you here?
I'm here. Yes.
Okay.
Wait a moment.
Yes.
Wait a moment.
Carlos, when you can open the stream, it's fine. We will wait.
No, Joe is not silent. I need to. Well, Joe can talk.
All right, Joe.
Joe?
Welcome. What do you have to say for this race? It didn't go very well tonight.
No. Shit. Very, very shit.
Yeah, that's a good word to describe it. What happened, Joe? Tell us.
Stage 1, shit. Stage 2, I mean, stage 2 is probably the best stage I did, actually. Stage 3, I mean, what was that final? I'm not going to comment because I haven't seen the replay, but Froome caught too many back wheels, I think, in the sprint and ended up getting blocked. But I didn't play well enough to deserve a good result in that stage anyway, so I'm not going to complain. Stage 4, I tried, and I don't know if you saw it on stream, but the second intermediate sprint, I think it was, I nearly got Steve Cummings back, and that would have pretty much assured me the second or third spot in the points jersey competition, but I didn't get him back in time, so that might cost me. But I did get the bonus seconds at the intermediate sprint, which puts me ahead of Jice in GC.
Yes, you are fourth in GC. Let's see if we are not sure yet of the final classification.
For me, you are qualified, Joe.
I'm not too sure.
I know that Alepera, Tuanu are pretty much in the
I'm doing my own point calculations now, so.
Who do you think
You must
wins
do
based on your
versus
hand
Matteo.
match, Joe?
I mean Alipere obviously guaranteed.
Obviously, yeah.
Tuanu, I'm guessing because he got second in GC again,
Did.
probably went through. Jakub got third in GC, but he didn't get any. He got fifth in the KO in the points jersey, but that's about it. I mean, he got some stages as well.
I will shortly move the Italians to the other voice chat because they are annoying, I think, the people that are here. So Emea goes in the other voice chat. There goes Dennis. There goes Bore. There goes Fran. There goes Pierre.
I wasn't even listening to them. They were muted anyways.
Yeah. I know.
For you, I'm not more Italian.
I moved all of them. I think, right? Okay. I think I did.
No, I said for me. For you, I'm not more Italian.
I just wanted to listen to Joe's closing statements. You were thinking, Joe, that if you had to guess right now based on your head math, who do you think goes through with Tuanu and Alipere?
Alipere, Tuanu, and then I think it's maybe Jakub because he got third in GC. Me because I got fourth in GC and actually got other classification.
From Group B.
And then Alvizi because he dominated the KOM classification.
Alvizi's strong today.
Potentially.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Let us see what other people can tell us. Jakub, listen to us.
Yeah, I do.
Good evening,
okay,
Jakub.
Wait just a moment. Let Carlos and silence Jakub. Carlos, when you say, we are fine. What? Sorry?
Yeah, Jakub wasn't silent.
Okay, so Jakub can talk. Hello, Jakub.
Hello.
So you probably qualified, right?
I don't know. I was third in GC. I won a stage, and I was second in another stage. So I think I'm quite confident that I qualified. But it was quite close between Matteo, Joe, and me because Tuanu and Alipere I think are qualified, and between us three it's relatively close. But yeah, I hope I'm through.
So, do you think tour is where we can watch the best part of you playing PCM? You think tour you are stronger in tour than in inline or classic?
Yeah, I think I'm not very good in the CL and mass sprints in classics. I wasn't lucky, and I also didn't play well in classics. So tour is based, I think, more on skill than on luck. And even though I'm definitely not the best player in the group because Alipere did absolutely a masterclass today, I think tour is my best competition in this CL alongside TTT as well.
I agree completely with Jakub because I remember in a playoff he beat me in a tour, but in classics he hit my dust. But in tour he dominated. I remember. So I agree with you, Jakub.
Yes. So I will. I have some declaration. Thank you, Jakub. I have some short declarations by Matteo in private saying I think everyone played ridiculously. They all pushed for Alipere. So this is not a surprise. But you have classifications, Aquarius. Go for it. Sorry.
I told you a couple of minutes ago, but you didn't listen.
Oh no, we didn't. We didn't heard. Sorry.
Okay. So for Group B, it's Swaxton winning the group. Second place in the group for Dennis. Third, Ivar, and fourth, Raul, who are the four guys going to the final next week. So Nacho is out by like 60 points, and he barely beat Mendes by 1 point for fifth place in the group. And the cycling manager seventh ahead of Ghosty, who only got a point from the team and trial before withdrawing from the event.
Yes, certainly an interesting result, and congratulations to the four riders that passed. And the first of them will answer now my questions. Raúl, are you listening for me?
Sí.
Okay,
hablamos en español otra vez.
Ok, en español, no hay problema. Así que muy buen resultado. Acabas cuarto, pero con una exhibición en la última etapa increíble. Y acabas pasando a la final gracias a la clasificación de la montaña. ¿Has ido desde un principio a por ella o solo al final has decidido ir a por la clasificación de la montaña?
A ver, sí, en la primera etapa, en Wilunga, que eran puertos de primera, aunque era una puta mierda, ya he cogido puntos, pero bueno, es que luego ha sido porque ha sido un desastre la crono por equipos, como también en los cuartos de final. Espero que en la final no pongáis crono por equipos. Entonces,
Okay.
sí.
Yes, can I translate, Raul? Then you follow. Okay, Raul said that it was not his starting strategy to go after mountain climbs and sprints, but after the team time trial that got really wrong on his classification, he knew he needed the
Below the
KOM.
hill, the disaster as well.
Yes, the KOM and sprints to actually pass, so he went for it and he actually got a lot of them. Raúl, ¿y qué me querías decir más?
No, que luego en las últimas etapas hay el ataque, aunque tampoco necesitaba atacar mucho, pero bueno, no sé, me han dejado ir, he ganado la montaña con el doble de puntos y cogido también puntos con el gregario, pero bueno, detrás ha habido mucho control. O sea, que no he tenido claro qué pasaba hasta la última etapa. No me ha salido muy bien.
So Raul hadn't it clear that he was going to pass till the last stage, but he tried to
Can I ask a thing to Raul?
and to give a bit of spectacle to us. And Raúl, has dado un gran espectáculo con algunos ataques de equipo.
Question, sorry.
Yes.
Ok, can I ask a thing to Raul? Ok, Raul in italiano.
Ok.
Tu sei contento che tu sei un esempio per i giocatori? Un esempio per i giocatori? Perché la gente vuole giocare a PCM come Raul, perché lui attacca. Sei contento di questo?
In realtà bueno, tutti i giocatori ci hanno sorpreso tanto, soprattutto Ivar e The Cycling Manager, giocatori che non giocano di solito con me, ma io sempre gioco dello stesso modo. Per me è stata un tour divertente. Anche Swaxon ha fatto un attacco bello nella terza tappa con Froome. È stato un bel tour con giocatori bravi.
So Raul, translating the interview really quick, Raul said to us that
you can translate me.
Frabo, let me please translate, because otherwise it's quite complicated to translate it all. I think Frabo asked if Raul was an example for players to the way he attacks and the way he plays, and Raul said maybe people that didn't know him before, like Ivar or the cycling manager, didn't know, but Raul always do this strategy, he always attacks. And at the end of the day, it was a very fun stage for him. Also, the Swaxen attack in stage 3 was quite interesting, but it was a very interesting stage for him. Yeah, Frabo, I can translate Italian. It's not that hard.
Congratulations, Raul. We also have the man of the night in that group, Swaxen here. Swaxen, can you hear us?
Yeah, all good, all good.
Swaxen, massive attack with Chris Froome, beautiful attack with Chris Froome, gave you the GC. What were your thoughts when going in there? Did you have full bar? We were asking several questions. I said yes. I vouched that you had a full bar, that we were going to do it well. Is it true?
I had full bar. I can confirm.
Okay. Talk us through that attack. What was on your mind? What did you think? Were you confident?
So, being as I was after that horrendous misclick, not just pressing W for some reason, I thought, you know what, sod it, just maybe find a flat portion on the last descent, just get maybe a little bit of an advantage, see what happens, and the others just didn't follow. They were all looking and quickly expired. Our plan was just of a test out the waters rather than go all in. I think you could see when I was pacing, I was not pacing really at all. I was going like 60 or something. It was not hard at all, and it just made the others have to work. and India got my domestique back. When they did catch up, they dragged him along, so that helped as well. And all that meant was I felt like I was in more pole position.
Give me just a moment. We have a provisional count, and we have a tie for P4 between Italy 1 and Italy 2. Sorry, Italy 1 and Great Britain 1, and 1 point ahead for Jakub. So this is going to be...
Those standings need to be corrected.
Yeah, I know they need. So this is provisional.
This is provisional. Okay.
This is we will need to confirm it. It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be very tight.
Alepere wins his group by a big margin. Second place for Toino. Third place for Jakub, and Joe Whiteley goes to the final by only 5 points ahead of Albisi.
Oh my God, that was
quite a surprise. Congratulations, Joe.
Congratulations, Joe Whiteley. Want to make a comment before we go back to Swaxon? Joe?
Joe. He's not alive. He died of an attack when he knows he's on the 3 finals. Same thing for Ben Johnson. And that brings
that we betted that would made it, but Joe in a dramatic way. I mean, this is what we love to see in PCM, these comebacks, these close endings, these fights.
2003 is the masterclass year.
Yes, we are expecting a Mateo appeal at any moment, obviously.
Let me talk with Swaxon really quick. Swaxon, yes, you are on out of 3 finals. You, Alepere, and Joe Whiteley. Tell us, why are you going to be the winner of the overall classification? I didn't ask if you are going to be. I'm asking, why are you going to be?
Simple. I've got 2 TTs to come as well. I think we'll just see what happens, but TTs see if I can get a bank of points in there.
So
Swaxon, was an incredible performance by Swaxon.
Congratulations! What a Champions League you are having, Swaxon.
I would like to congratulate Swaxon in the name of PCM UK. Thank you, my friend, and Joe as well. Good performance from both of you.
I'm here. Thank
you. Joe, what would you say about your dramatic last-minute classification in 4th place?
I don't really know what to say.
Well, I was just congratulating you and Swaxon right now in the name of PCM UK. You guys did very good, but were you really shocked that you still managed to go through?
I wasn't necessarily shocked. It was more just
it was a 5-point difference.
Too close for comfort.
Yes,
that's fair to say.
So I think the question that everyone wants to see answered is: do you still have the mindset after what happened today to win this too, or to try and win this? Obviously,
I mean, this just goes out the window. This performance, I think.
It's that simple.
Yeah, I am hoping that the parkours for the tour final doesn't have a time trial or team time trial.
Yeah, we'll see.
Carlos.
I cannot confirm neither.
Nor deny, yes.
I hope it doesn't, because it allows people to get those small margins, which then just gives them the excuse to not sit on and wheel suck, but I don't know. I quite like it because it makes you change your team around a little bit. I saw quite a few different people taking different teams. So I really think if you to have a team time trial, like if you look in the GC now, pretty much apart from Alapere because he did an amazing attack, it is literally just the GC order from the team time trial. So
I'm hearing you so low, Joe.
I am speaking quite quietly, but
yeah, it's a bit difficult to hear you, but fine. Thank you, Joe.
I need to get the group is here.
I need to go really fast. Wait just a minute. I want to say goodbye to Frabo because he needs to
Bye,
leave
guys.
us.
You have to go.
Thank you.
Frabo,
thank you.
Everyone enjoyed my comment because I tried to say my best. And,
it was entertaining as hell. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will try to have you in the finals.
See you guys.
See you. Yes, Joe.
I was just gonna say I was more nervous actually counting the points than I was during the race.
That makes absolute sense, naturally.
That wasn't because
Actually, in game, I didn't realize how bad the break was.
First of all, First of all, good evening. Congratulations. What an amazing race you did. You want to talk about it?
Go now, Alefera, please.
Thank you. It was a pretty fun night. The first stage was pretty fun with all the sprints and the KOMs. I think it was me and Joe fought them all. Some other players decided to go for sprinters or decided to go for the compounds, but I think it was really key to do good in that stage. So the pressure was off my shoulders when I scored big time with the climber and also the sprinter. Then yeah, in the TTT it was just cruising, losing as little time as possible, but it was important for me to not overperform and be a bit back in the GC, so you didn't have to take the responsibility from kilometer zero in the mountain stage. And then yeah, the collaboration was good when Davi attacked, Davi and LBC.
Yes.
I was able to make a good move in the final climb.
I will just tell you something. As Emea remembered me well, no one of Group A still passed around because, of course, we still have 1 hour and a half to go while Alvisi can appeal a space.
Actually, I was going to say that in game I didn't realize how dangerous this break was for Joe. So I was just I was just cruising with my own pace to try to win the GC, and didn't realize that. Now that we have seen the point counting, I'm surprised Joe didn't show himself more nervous in the event.
Thank you.
He played with fire.
Yes. Let me pass really quick to Dennis. Hello, hello, Dennis. Can you hear us? Dennis? Let me ask him in private.
I've never heard Dennis talk.
Oh,
Dennis
he's going to talk. Don't worry.
And Dennis has good English.
Yes, and Dennis speaks good English.
I'm actually kind of excited to.
Yeah.
Wait, all these.
It's a first.
All this time and it's a first for you. Well, we still have firsts in the PCM
all this pressure's got to Dennis because he's actually just left the voice chat.
So let me really quick change then. Ivar, hello.
Ivar, good evening.
Hello.
Congratulations on your going to the final. What would you say about your race?
Thanks. Well, it was very exciting. We had a great attack from Raul, really putting pressure on us. So, but it all came down to the final sprint on the last stage, and I was lucky to know the last corner. So the others obviously didn't prepare that well, so I was lucky to get the win there by some small centimeters.
Would you say that it was something that will make you confident to try and go take the win after having passed today? Not many people were giving you good odds, good chances. I don't mean about the Gifiti betting odds. I mean overall, you weren't mentioned as one of the main guys that could go through. Do you want to prove them wrong now? Do you want to try and do something great in the final?
Well, I think there are very little chance for me to win. But if I'm lucky, maybe I can fight for a medal.
I have to say that you made me rich. Thank you, because I put 100 euros on your bank. So thank you for being on the final. So I had full confidence on you. So no, but certainly you are going to put up a fight for the final. Are you going to change your playing style for the final, or are you playing exactly like you did in the previous rounds?
Well, it will depend on the stages. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, thank you, Ivar. Going to ask now to Dennis. Dennis, hello.
Ciao, Guy. Do you listen to me?
Good evening, Dennis. We can hear you.
Good evening, guys.
So if we talk with Swags and Ivar and Raul, we were missing the last guy that got through in that group. Dennis, what about the stages today? What did you felt during the stages?
No perfect day for me, but I chose a tactic very simple. So my target was to win the green jersey and the DTT, and was so easy. I prefer don't pick the 72 mountain rider and win the time trial. So easy night, easy qualification. I
Okay.
controlled the first stage and there aren't any problem on this race.
Are you feeling confident for the final, Dennis?
No, but I will try.
You didn't
Super
have
Dennis.
an easy round in classics, neither in inline, but here in tour you are proving yourself. Do you think tour is more skill, as someone said previously, or do you think the other things are more skill than lucky? I mean,
I think that inline is the more skill, because it's the free stage, different stage, so it's
Like a
it's
combination,
the
yes.
best for me on the road. I won't play on this Champions League, but maybe on World Champ, I try to have a chance to win.
so
Okay,
thank you
we are
Daniel,
seeing.
for the interview. It's a pleasure to hear you in this interview, and I
Sorry
hope
to
you.
interrupt you. We are now displaying on Twitch the final classifications
Yeah.
for
Okay.
those still with us.
Thank you. And I will quickly pass to another interview. I
Oh, we
have
have Tuanu here as well.
here. Tuanu, hello.
Hello,
Good evening, Tuanu.
good evening.
So, what about your performance today? You really surprised a lot of people. I have to say that I was surprised because you played in a very mature way, being the leader, and you passed around relatively comfortable. What do you felt during these stages today, and the pressure of winning the TTT?
First of all, it was very difficult because after the first stage, I was very down because I wanted to fight a bit for KOM and I lost totally the sprint in the Willonga. Then I concentrate myself for the TTT and I'm coming back and I take the lead. And when I was leader and I saw the parkour of the third stage, I was like, oh no, because it will be so difficult to control it. And yeah, I wanted to thanks a bit Joe and Ale Pere, which helped me a bit to control this race.
Quick question for you, because I'm currently looking at the GC. I noticed that of your points, 183, 130 of them were from GC, so the majority of them. Was that your main goal, get a good GC?
With the TTT, yeah, I knew that I will do a good performance on it, so I knew that it was a bit the goal of GC. My goal was to do top 4 at least. And then I finished second, but I wanted to fight a bit for KOM because it was better things to. It was better for me to have a more secure place, but I didn't I didn't do it finally.
Congratulations on you
Thank
passing
you,
the.
Tuanu, and congratulations to your final. I think you demonstrated you are a mature player and that you can fight head to head with the best players in the world. I was not expecting this for you,
Without the
but
help of Daniel Miko, that is good to see, Tuanu.
yeah,
Much love for you, by the way, much love.
Tuanu, you had the full support of Hush and Daniel Miko on the chat, so thank them both for
Hush is a good
helping
guy.
you
I'm happy for
out
him.
there. And congratulations to all. I think we have no more interviews today, so thank you all for being here. I will thank personally the big dog as usual for being here. Also,
Thank you.
Carlos for being on the stream. As usually, helped us a lot, and this commentary is really one of a pro that is going to play 2 finals. That
One
is
great player indeed, yes. One amazing player.
yes. So thank you. Thank also to the Moto man, to Emea and Finn. Emea and Finn, thank you both for being
May
here.
for
And
looking up Group A.
I finally thank everyone that was on the chat during the stream. We picked at 22 people on the chat, a really good amount of people watching this interesting simulcast. And
hope we have more in the final, so be ready,
yeah,
guys.
we hope we have more in the final. So if you were here today with us, stay with us for the final. Next week will be only finals, a lot of medals to give, and a lot of Alepere master classes to learn. Right,
And
Alepere?
a lot of action.
A lot. Okay, thank you guys, and
You're
goodbye.
starting to put pressure on me too early.
Mind games already going on.
Yeah.
Good evening to all.
Okay, good evening to all.
I think you meant good night.
Good night to all, because the
Yes.
people told the wrong things, and
Does it really matter if such a small mistake happens in like the 2 or 3 hours broadcast show? Grammar Nazi politely.
Obviously, the best English-speaking person, of course, me, has to correct you.
Naturally, because
I'm
I'm
being sarcastic there.
me being the one that never gets it wrong grammatically, and you always doing so. So you need to take this chance to gloat, right?